Good morning, everybody. It is exactly 9:01 in the morning. Tops of the morning to everybody. Hope everybody was safe last night. It's 9 o'clock, 9:02 exactly in the West Coast. We already know what it's about. Real men discussions, round table talk, day two. And shout out to my boy Trayvon too, because this was his idea, and this is the thing, yo. The things that I'm gonna be doing is stuff that I've been have going on. We've been talking about way behind shit like how it is now. Salute to that boy Ticket. Salute to LB. Sports and Political. Subscribe to his channel. Ticket TV. Pro basketball updates. Subscribe. My boy Too Raw for TV. Salute. Subscribe to my brother's channel as well. And also subscribe to T Raw for TV Sports too. He also had Too Raw Classics. T Raw for TV Classics as well. Subscribe. Who else I could say? Shout out to that. Subscribe to that boy LVZ. Subscribe to him. My boy Know Your Boy. Sports and News. That boy D Money. Sean stirs the pot. Sean's the chef. Sean the chef stirs the pot podcast. If I mistakenly, yeah, I think I'm correct. Subscribe to his channel as well. Shout out to my boy Greenleaf X. Salute. Subscribe to his channel as well. And a special shout out to my boy Underrated Darkness. Salute to my G. Salute to my boy Polo. Sports and hey, salute Big G. I be listening to you all the time when I be at work, fam. I be listening all the time. Yo, what's good, everybody? Hey, we about to get it started, about to get it cranking. You know, I'm on that Zaza. You know, I am going out of town tonight, and that's this afternoon. So that's why I'm gonna be a man of a word and do the round table. On the round table, men to talk will not be going on tomorrow because, like I said, I'll be still out of town. And Saturday, be back to business. We'll discuss anything. And I'm just gonna say, shout out to everybody who came on the panel yesterday and everything. Yeah, that's what we do, man. That's what I like to do. Bring people together. We have a discussion, have real discussion, talk about everything. Everybody get their points off, but nobody didn't yell at each other and all that stuff. That's what it's about. This is what I always been doing. People know me. I don't do that riff raff yelling and all this. I know I got a troll who commented, "I'm not your boy." You know, I'm not your boy. But hey, you love it. I like it. That's all I gotta say on that. But everything's good out here, man. It's actually yesterday was the first day of autumn, but it's still actually surprisingly hot out here on the coast. This time last year, actually the last 2 years, it's been pouring raining all the way to January. But the rain haven't even came in yet. I'm about to drop the link so the fellas can come on in. And even the ladies too. You know what I mean? Even the ladies too. Shout out to all the ladies who support the channel. And I was gonna say this. If you have my number, I got another phone now. And if I don't have it, I don't have it. So that if that's why you haven't heard from me, that's one of the main reasons why. Because I don't have your number anymore. That's to anybody who knows me, male or female. All right, but all that being said and done, I'm about to drop the link so the homies can come in. Make sure I have the right link too. All right, here we go. And speaking of the ladies, Miss Davis, salute. Miss Cooper, salute. Aries, Annie K, even though she been missing on the milk carton, but salute to the queen. Um, who else? Panama Queen, salute. Salute to my boy Italian Beach too. My boy Oaktown. What's the OG name? Oliver D. Oliver. That's out in the Bay. Salute to him. Um, who else? Who else is coming in my head right now? Um, my boy JMJ. You know, my boy Wilts. My boy Will. My boy Moss. Moss man. He's a Moss man. My twin brother from another mother. Salute to that. Salute to my boy too, man. Shout out to my boy Herm. And just shout out to everybody, man, who come through, man. The link is dropped, y'all. I'm just waiting for everybody to come on in. What's up, Zed?
What's up, man?
Oh, man, just enjoying this day, bro. I'm just enjoying this off day and just waiting on the homies to come in and we cook and talk about stuff, man. Just waiting for everybody to come on in.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
What's up, big homie?
What's up? Just waiting on everybody to come on in. Waiting on Trey to come on in. I'm waiting on when the James come on in. I'm waiting on my co-host who started this, and then we can just go on there. Hey, King. Hey, salute to my G, man. Hey, man. That's my Columbus, Georgia brother, man. What's up, man? Yeah, you missed it yesterday, man, but we're doing it right now. I was supposed to start at 8:30, but I had that Zaza calling my name.
Yeah, I'm rolling my shit up right now.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Yeah.
Shout out to Robin Williams, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. That white boy was funny.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's funny. hey,
Mrs. Doubtfire, hey, Mrs. Doubtfire was in everybody's house.
Oh yeah, let me just say that, hey, to my boy King, hey, I feel you, bro. I'm thinking about going the 2-job route myself, bro. I already know, and I already doing 8 already, but I be on my feet for the whole entire 8. You know what I mean? So, man, this other place I could have make $3 more, but I could be on my feet even more. But at least I'll be doing what I do. Like I say, if you do something that you love,
you already got about 5 jobs, and you just ain't put the title out there. You know what I mean? Relationship, that's a job. Shit, taking care of the family, that's a job. Like all types of maintaining shit. Boy, you already got jobs. That was just the jobs that's on paper that you talking about. That's
you
the other
already know.
shit. You get paid under the other shit. You don't even get paid under the table for that shit. You working for free.
Thanks, Trayvon.
Hey, you already know, Trey. I'm just salute to my boy. That's my boy though, Akeem Benson, man, from the same place, Columbus, Georgia.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, actually. But I've been to Columbus a few times.
Yeah, my older sister from the A. Actually, she been living in the A ever since she graduated from college.
Yeah.
You know, and she been there ever since. Last time I talk to her, I tell her she got the ATL mentality. Yes, I can best with you.
I be wanting to travel. Hey, I be wanting to really like travel and shit. But I'm gonna be honest. The spirit that's out there right now. You
Ain't
fucking
that
go
the
somewhere
truth?
trying to enjoy yourself. You fucking go somewhere trying to enjoy yourself and catch somebody else bullshit. Man, you ain't. I'm up in here partying in this club. I'm out here in this club, and a nigga start popping and pop me. Everybody like, how the homie get killed out there? Like, ain't nobody like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on right now, man. Motherfuckers going places. Next thing you know, owe a big, like, I'm just looking at shit. I'll be like, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay my ass right here where I know about the evil. I don't want to go nowhere I don't know about shit. Like, no, for damn sure. You go somewhere you really like a damn alien. Like, you don't know nothing. You don't even know. Like, LA. Like, I'm not, put it like this. I'm not, if I go somewhere, I don't get hurricanes, bro. I don't get floods. I don't want to walk into nothing that I ain't used to. I'm used to fires. Wildfires, I know how to duck that. I know how to duck that shit and deal with the heat out here. I know how to do that. That's cool. That's what we worry about. Earthquake, oh, get under this. I'm cool with that. I can handle that, but I can't handle nobody else national. Like, I can't handle your disasters because that shit ain't, my body ain't been built for that. That ain't where I been.
Facts.
Tell you, nigga, Oklahoma, goddamn tornado. Oh, Lord have mercy. What? Nigga, I'm scared of these little wind tornadoes that be out here. Shit.
Hey, Trey, when I was growing up in Kansas, man, we should see them forming like from afar. Like, it's coming. I used to say, hey, man, and tell you back in the day, that's how cats don't even know. Because back in the, this is the thing. Even when I was growing up, every part of the country has dealt with something. The Midwest was tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? California was the earthquakes. And you know what the South is, you know, that rain and hurricanes, and the East Coast too. You see what I'm saying? Every part had man, now it's just like anybody can get it. Where they keep messing with shit.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, they say they be messing. They say they got some machine, nigga, that, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know what's hidden for.
Hey, I was just thinking about something, right? I don't know if you know about it. I don't know if you, cause I don't know. Hey, you, how much is you into the guy Jay-Z? Like, how much do you watch him? Like, I ain't even gonna say you listen to him, but how closely of an eye do you keep on that man?
You talking to me? Or you just saying in general?
Like whoever, like
okay. That's a question. Like, this is the thing about Jay.
Yeah,
I know a lot about Jay, and you know, shout out to what's the homie name?
All right, this is my question. Basically, I'm asking all y'all. Do you come off? Do Jay-Z come off as genuine? Do he come off as genuine? That's what I really want to say. Do Jay-Z come off as genuine and for the people?
No. Hell no.
None of them niggas is. None of them niggas are.
I'm into Jay-Z. I'm into Jay-Z, and I be looking at Jay-Z stuff like on like his how he take business. Like, he take business very serious, and you could tell by just his demeanor what he talk about. Everything is strictly business with him. It's nothing personal. So. You know, that's just how it is with him. If you see how he go about his business and how he talking them in these interviews, how he talk about Rockefeller, you can clearly just get straight up. He's strictly about his business, nothing else. And if it is something else that come with his business, it's nothing personal to him. It's nothing.
It's something that bothers me about this guy, right? Because he's putting a big cloak on. This is it. This nigga is doing business with a known informant. The Rock Nation, who he's partnered with, that female, she's a known informant. The bitch got caught with so many pounds. That bitch got caught with so many pounds of kilos of dope. Nigga, they had that bitch going to Puerto Rico, nigga, with wires like 5 times. It's all in paperwork, bro. You can look this up. But here Jay-Z is talking about that song with Drake. He like, y'all niggas killed Malcolm and let the nigga who killed Trayvon Martin live. Like, hold on, like, I don't fuck with snitches. Ooh, like, you're counterfeit, nigga. Because you in business with a snitch. And anybody who signed the Rock Nation is in business with a snitch. See, but the streets ain't talking about. I just want to know why. And look, I know the game know it. Why can't they talk about it?
Yeah, that's she always pop up.
Why you can't shut this nigga Jay-Z down? Because if you don't even have to be a better rapper than him, but if you speaking facts You just speaking the truth, and real niggas like the truth and facts. That's how you want to know who the real bitch ass nigga is. It ain't about who better. You know what I mean? That's like right now. I could tell the truth about a nigga. I could say this nigga snitching and he beat my ass up, but that don't make you a better nigga than me because you is snitching. You feel me? So it's like, why is Jay-Z get away with this? Everybody else get prosecuted immediately once they do some shit. I mean, Jay-Z ain't no better than 6ix9ine. That's what I'm saying.
Man, hey, I'm just gonna say this. This is the thing, and we're gonna change the subject. Cause this, I already know this gonna get heavy. Cause this should be some Patreon kind of stuff. What I want to say, but I'm gonna let the homie go ahead and go because Jay-Z, man, I'm telling you, man, we like I say,
I'm getting on this because and the reason I'm bringing this up is because of the idol thing.
Yeah,
for some reason they will pump everybody else down. Look how they bring everybody else shit when they die. Look at Chauncey Billups. Just say when people be trying to move. Like, what? Kobe got his Oscar, bro. His goddamn case being over with. Everybody talk what they can talk about it. They brought that shit way back up again. Oh, he got an Oscar. Oh, what about his victim? Wait a minute. What the fuck? What that got to do? What the fuck? So it's like, wait a minute. Why Jay-Z don't get? Everybody's being brought up on shit.
Yeah, bro, Trayvon.
But Jay-Z don't get brought up on them. But everybody know about it.
Trayvon.
But they want all our kids to, and when they talk about him in a good light, that's what I'm saying. They talk about him in a good light though on TV. This nigga is meeting with presidents. This nigga is meeting with NFL owners and shit. Look at him. He used the Kaepernick shit. The nigga about to buy the fucking Panthers or something, or the Broncos. I forgot what team it is. Damn. Nigga, you a snake,
woman
nigga.
you talking about, that's the same lawyer for Meek Mill, bro. Yeah. Perez, the woman that sits on the cartel, I know exactly who you talking about, bro. You know, because Meek Mill signed Dream Chaser. I mean, not Dream Chaser, signed the Rack Nation too, but he Dream Chaser, bro. She'd have been. I'd have seen this woman in courthouse with this one man, Meek Mill, bro.
And look, she the one who got. She got all the suspended too. She done got his ass to the biggest suspension in MLB history. But I'm just saying, they put who they want. You see, all I'm saying is Trayvon, they choose your idols.
Exactly.
This nigga ain't did nothing good in life, nigga. They choosing him to make him an idol. He ain't did shit good in life. He be on songs talking about shooting niggas, selling dope. That's his whole way of how he made his money, bro. And then all of a sudden y'all say, oh, Sean Carter, since he started calling himself Sean now and take the Jay-Z off, it's like, look at him. But guess what though? I want y'all to see something. Y'all see how they let him change his stars? But niggas who go to prison, get out and don't do shit again, they look at you the same.
Trayvon, I'm so glad you said that, bro, because like you brought up a good point, like, and to piggyback off that, like that Kaepernick situation where he met with Robert Kraft or whatever, and he said we passed kneeling. I'm like, what type of shit is that? And I'm like, this is your leader? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, that's how I knew he was a coon and a sellout. But like, y'all don't want to see shit for what it is. Like, y'all sweep shit under the rug. And then I'm glad you brought up that Kobe shit when he won that Oscar. I forgot about that. Because he made a whole ass.
Hey, I feel like Jay-Z is the ultimate. Jay-Z is the ultimate house nigga. Straight up. He the ultimate house nigga, bro.
Hey, but this is
look, I'm gonna tell y'all how else. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm gonna tell y'all how he left. Yeah, look, they don't know this. Nas, that Hip Hop Is Dead album sold like 700,000. That album, remember when Jay-Z came back? What's that Kingdom Come shit?
Yep.
It sold the same amount of album sales as Nas Hip Hop Is Dead. But this nigga Jay-Z spent the whole 20 million in production on his shit. He owed Def Jam nigga $20 million, nigga. That's why he started doing all that snaky shit. Niggas don't know this shit. Why y'all think niggas is owning for a minute?
That's why he moved the way he do, bro. But that nigga Jay-Z, he just, bro, he like
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's the same with like you said, T Price. Like you said yesterday, you and James. I'm just using another person that's a
Right.
celebrity as an example. How we use Watson, the Sean Watson, how we was talking
Deshaun.
about him and how they
Mm-hmm.
doing him. Yeah, not
Watson.
Deshaun, the quarterback.
No,
What's his name?
yeah.
The
His
quarterback
name
who they
is
yeah,
Deshaun.
and then we said, look how they sweep. And look how they sweep Ben Rosenberger shit because they want him to be an idol. They
Yeah,
want people to love him. He's a
Yep.
white man that love him. So it's the same with Jay. But see, with Jay-Z, they want you to admire him. But guess what? When kids find out the history, guess what a kid thinking? A kid is thinking, I can sell drugs, I can do bullshit like this
Mm-hmm.
nigga and be successful. See, why you want
Yep.
that nigga to be an idol? You got him
Selling
looking all
false
good, got him with
dreams.
interviews
Yeah,
with Oprah.
You know who your
This nigga
idol
with
is?
they
Oprah
talk
and
about
David
R.
Letterman.
Kelly. They talk about R. Kelly, but he was the first nigga messing with Ali.
I'm
He
just
was
gonna
the
say
first.
this.
Come
I'm
on,
just gonna
man.
say this. I'm just gonna say this. It's in the Bible. I know y'all people. Some of y'all people don't like that Bible, but don't y'all
Hit him
know?
with it. Hit him with it.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this before I quote the scripture. But I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
Don't y'all know there's actually 100 chapters in the Bible? Don't y'all know it's not? Don't y'all know it's more
Yep.
scriptures in the Bible? But y'all dumb.
Yep.
Don't y'all know there's more than 10 commandments?
Yep.
There are way more than 10 commandments. You can look it up. And I'm not
Yeah,
cussing.
they
This
didn't
is
took out the
God
book.
thing.
They just snatched the book of Enoch up out of there and all that,
Mhm.
nigga. It's some
It's actually
shit.
100 chapters in the Bible. If you think I'm playing, everybody got a smartphone, right? Some people got a smartphone device. Look up hidden in the Google Play. Look up hidden chapters of the Bible and see what's pop up. And you can sit there and read.
Yep. But that's the thing, T. Price. Like, if you put it in a book,
Look,
they know the black.
Christianity has been hijacked. Christianity has been hijacked. Everybody knows this.
Yep.
You know the real ones. They going by the way it's supposed to. But that shit that's in front of your face, that shit they show you in front of your face, that's the hijacking of it.
Salute to my
You got
OG.
right now. I
OG.
can tell you right now, people. I feel bad for him. Look, you got right now. I'm gonna tell you how he's wrong to me. I'm gonna speak on it to on my opinion. And it's any pastor that does this. You shouldn't sell your book over the Bible. What's going on here? What's going on here? Every pastor on TV talking about and get my book. My book will change your life. Wait, your book is better than the Bible, nigga? That's what you telling me? The things that God tell me to do? You understand me now? You making millions of dollars off of God. That's why you think Christ even got attention brought to him. He walked in the church, seen them making money off the church. He went in there and knocked everything down, tripped out. Boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. What is this in the Lord's house?
I'm
Yep.
just gonna nip this
Yeah,
in the
that's
bud.
look, bro. If people get in their Bible, they'll know it, bro. I'm telling you, Christ went up in that church and destroyed it. I'm telling you, look, what is you doing up in here?
I'm not bashing the church. I'm just gonna say this to people who know me. I'm not bashing the church. I just know what I know about the church. My dad was a great man of God.
Exactly.
I know what I know too.
You know what I mean?
I'm just telling you,
I
look,
got
the devil is
pastors.
real and the devil is
Right.
everywhere,
I got
bro. He work on
pastors.
pastors, he work on everybody.
I got cousins that married to pastors. Pastors is just breeded in my family tree. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not bashing it, but I know what's fake and I know what's real. I know what God showed me through my walks of life and my time of church is not really a lie. Because you go to the churches that I experienced, that I've been through, there's only been one church I can honestly say that I've been through. Because that's one thing.
The church is your body.
Right,
the church is your body.
I'm talking about people that actually do go to church. Now, I only been to one bad church my whole entire life. Just one. But still, every man and every woman that I seen, church is really real. Because I grew up Pentecostal. You got some Pentecostal churches don't believe that women should preach. But guess what? The first person that actually spoke in the Bible, actually taught anybody in the Bible was a woman. So what are we talking about? You see how they play games into the real life? You see what I'm saying? Y'all can't tell me about this thing. I'm surgical with everything. You know why? I could become an experience. I
And you
read my
speaking the
Bible every
truth.
morning.
When you
You gotta
speaking the
follow
truth, when you
God,
speaking the
not
truth,
man.
T Price, hey T Price, when you speaking the truth, that shit it come off smooth. It come off easy. It ain't no, it ain't hard, it ain't rocket science because it's the truth.
Mm-hmm. Now people
And
better
I'm gonna tell you
understand
right
it,
now,
man.
the truth is harder. And if we be honest with ourselves, we all know this, man. From when you was a kid, the truth is harder to take than a lie. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
tell you about yourself, you ready to fight because they telling your ass the truth about yourself.
And I'm just gonna say
You
this.
up in here fucking up, even at school. You fucking up. You doing this. You over there getting mad and shit at them like you ain't doing the shit, like you ain't talking too much, like you ain't fucking up. Like the truth is hard to take because people want to live in the lie. They want to create
Mm-hmm.
this shit in their mind.
I'm just gonna say
That's
this
all it's
too.
about.
I'm just gonna say this too. There are still good churches. I know a lot
Sure.
of them. There are a lot of them that actually gives to a community, that actually helps you with your bills. My mom still do the same thing that my dad and before the person that taught him how to do it, they still do that for people. But guess what? And they still help the community. You still got good churches that still do that, that give out free haircuts. I know, man, don't tell me. Church is not a scam. It's the churches that y'all went to experience were scams. I know some people that put you on that will bless your life. They give you a job, everything. They don't want nothing from you. They just want you to
No,
be better.
church is not no scam. You got some people though that
That
they
will
heart is
scam,
not right. They
right?
mind is not right. Because you can say that about every business, bro. Just
Everything,
like
right?
you can go in
I
this
was just about to
Target,
say
you can
that.
go in this Target, and they in there treating you right. You go to another Target, you like y'all need to get this shit right up in here.
It's just like prime
Same business
example.
though. Same
Prime
business, same
example.
rules.
Yesterday, I had to go get change because there so be a so-called change outage, right? I went to Fred Meyer across the street from my job. Hey, Trey, 'cause I seen your picture of I live like right across the street. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I understand, Reggie, what you mean. Church is a business, but the people who I know, they don't use it as a business. That's the only part that we making.
But hey, look, you gotta also,
That's
you
your
gotta
personal
also,
experience, bro. So I
look,
can't,
but look,
I
but
can't, I
look, but
can't
look,
tell
no,
you how you
Look,
feel.
but
my
look though,
personal
T Price, hey, but
experience.
look, T Price, look,
Go ahead.
he's not wrong. You understand
I
what
know
I
he's
mean
not
though?
wrong.
Look, he's not wrong because he's talking. He's not wrong because he's talking about his experience. But
Right.
you not wrong because you telling them about your experience, like where it's right at. But you gotta understand, both of these guys are right. Because T. Price
Yep.
explained that it is some messed up churches, people that's doing wrong things. But he's also trying to let you know, like, it's still the place to be, but you just have to watch out for those wolves that's dressed in sheep clothing.
Sheep's
And
clothing.
not only that,
Thank
and
you.
not only that, I'm just gonna say this, and not only that, you got to find you a church. This is one thing. If you don't, God don't know nothing if you don't tell him anything. He knows your thoughts just like the devil. He knows your thoughts too. If you don't talk to that man, he ain't gonna give you nothing.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you this. They plan from what I believe in and what I'm saying, that shit is coming into fruition. If you look at it, it's slowly but surely. God is being taken off of this earth, man. Like, don't nobody,
You're right.
it's not in your
That's why we
face.
got all
Like,
these
not like it's not in
non-believers.
your it's not in your face, man. Like
And who is
if
Drip
anything was
King?
really right
Do
on
I
this
know who
earth,
Drip King? Who is Drip King is? Anybody know who Drip King is?
Oh,
you asking us about somebody on here, or you asking us about
Yeah,
somebody in history?
I'm talking about somebody that's in. And let me just ask to see who this is. I don't want no troll stuff going on. Yeah, who this?
Hey, it's Reggie, bro. It's Reggie, dog.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Nah,
man, Drip King. I was like, that sounds
no,
like some Southern shit right there.
yeah, no. Look, because basically what happened was I'm gonna tell a story and then we get back on the topic. Basically, I was on a Bama Boy stream and they was talking about some kind of way we got on like how I dress and shit. And we was talking about they was like getting on me how I dress and shit, and they was making fun of the way I dress. So I was like trolling back, calling myself Drip King. So that's why the
Okay.
title like that.
Go ahead, man.
But yeah, no, I don't disagree with y'all saying. I think church is an important pillar for the community. I think every successful community should have a church is one of the four basic pillars of a community or religious you know what I'm saying, if you practice Islam, or if you practice Zionism or any other religion you practice, having a Buddhism or whatever, having a temple of worship is very important for your community. So I'm not saying that church isn't important, but
I
yeah,
get what
just
you're saying. Go ahead.
some people, the way churches, sometimes the way churches execute, and I've been to quite a few churches, and I just never
Facts.
liked it. I
Facts.
just
I know
never
where you're
liked
going with
church.
it.
Mm-hmm.
My
Go
mother,
ahead.
I've never seen, you know what I'm saying? My
Church
mother's
ain't
like,
for everybody, by the way. Let me just say this. Just because you don't go to church, and this is one thing. I'm glad you said it. Finish, Reggie. I got something to say after that. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up.
No, man, take your time, man. Cook.
Yeah,
This is
I
what we
mean,
do.
my mother's the most godly woman person I know. She born and raised. She go to church all the time, watch it on TV, listen to
Most
it. She
black
listen to
men, that is, they mothers.
Yeah.
Most
she
black men
listened to
mothers
Chuck
are.
Swindoll and what's the other? She listened to TD Jakes, and she go to the little church. Not She don't like the big churches, but she go to like the little church every Sunday, tithing offerings. And I never got with the shit. But I see church as a benefit from an economic standpoint and from a culture
Yep.
standpoint, and having
Yep.
instilling good values in a
Yep.
community.
Thank
Now,
you.
I do think church is good for that. And I am a believer. I'm not
It's
anti.
on a moral level, right? You talking about like on a morality level, like it's something positive in the community, right?
Yes, because the church
Okay.
for the children, the programs,
Yeah,
the
so they won't
having.
always just see evil stuff all the time.
Yeah,
Mm.
because you can reel people in that's on the fence about believing, and through the church, through these you can offer real world solutions. Everything can't just be Bible based. Some people need to actually see some shit it happen in real life for them to equate like the message from the Bible to real life. You can't just say, "Oh, quote a scripture and say, oh, God gonna take care of it. It's gonna be all right." When they say faith without works is dead, bro. So like you gotta actually put in that work too. It's
Man,
50%. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
can I ask you a quick? Let me ask you a quick question on like percentage, right? In life, what do you believe? Like, do you think it's 50-50? Do you think faith and your effort goes hand in hand, or do you believe that just is more faith or is more your effort? Which one what you think?
I think it's 70% effort, 20% faith, and about 10% luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can have all the faith all day, but if you don't put in the work, you know what I'm saying? Then, because you explain to me how a lot of these people who aren't Christians, they Muslims, they atheists, they this, they that, they Hindu, they Buddhist, but they successful. So you telling me, you know what I'm saying, they don't believe in Jesus, you know what I'm saying, but they succeed in life too. So to me, it's all about effort. You know what I'm saying? It's people that worship the devil and shit. You know what I'm saying? We go into that rabbit hole too about these motherfuckers that worship the devil. They successful too. So it's not just faith. It's about faith without works is dead. So you got to put in the work.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
That's
you
what.
think it's more work, or you think it's 50-50?
I think you know what I'm saying. I think at least you can. I think it starts at 50-50. You know what I'm saying.
I
Your
think it's gonna.
interpretation
I
of
think it's
success.
always.
So
I
like,
think it's always 50-50. I'm gonna tell you this reason, but I think you're right. But I think it's 50-50. It's your work ethic, but it's also the decisions you make for your success. Because you can make a bad deal that can destroy you. You know, niggas do that shit all day on Wall Street. You can be a millionaire off a decision, and then you can be on the street off of one.
yeah.
So I think it's 50-50. Is you because you putting faith in what you're doing too. Because you don't know how it's going to come back. You don't know how it's going to go. So I believe it's just 50-50 off of that.
Oh yeah, that's on, and that's what my parents believe too. They think it's 50-50. It's down the middle. That's what I was taught as a child growing up. Now through my own experiences, I came to my own conclusion that it's a little bit more than that. But generally, I would agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Most people who are in the church and of the faith and adhere to the good book, they would say the same thing.
Yeah. All right, go. T Price, what you was going to elaborate on? He hopped off for a second, y'all.
Yeah, but I do believe that faith without work is dead. That's what I
Yeah.
say. I think it comes from the home to me. I feel like you go to all the church you want, but faith without work Okay, we know what the faith is, but what is the work? Is the work just going to church? You know,
Mm.
you got people
I
that
think the work. I think the work. I think what people don't understand is the work, because it took me a minute. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't easy. Like you gonna be having to try to figure this out like your whole life. You know, like this ain't something that you ain't gonna even know you figured it out. The only way you gonna know you figured it out is on that day. But it's like, I think the work is, you know, what it tells you to do, but it ain't nothing hard. Like, be kind when you can. Like, you know, to who needs to be kind. You know what I mean? Not getting messed over out here and letting people just walk over you. You know, don't say be no fool and all that, but be humble. Like, in times, have patience. Certain things like we need to do. You know, like for our own soul. Like, you know what I mean? How many times, like, I done did this. Like, man, I'll be somewhere, dude be like, hey man, you got 50s, you give me cool, you got 50 cents. I'll be like, no, G, I ain't got, I'll be in my rush sometime. You feel me? I'm in a rush. I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to do me. Like, shit, I'm trying and then, but it'll come back to me the next day. Somebody else will be like, hey man, you got, and I'll be like, damn man, you know what? I ain't gonna do it twice. Like, that's my conscience though. Like, and I feel like that's probably a good thing for me. But some people will probably pass again. Like, you feel me? I just feel like you got to put the work in. It's like, you know, and also like, we know what we do. Like, ain't nobody perfect, bro. We all do something. It's something that we don't want nobody to know about your damn self. You don't feel comfortable at least telling them because you're scared of judgment. But it's one person that's going to judge you for sure. So that's what everybody is scared of. Everybody's scared to be judged. You don't know how somebody going to take shit. So I just feel it's the work that you put in, bro. You know, you try your best to make sure that your bad don't outweigh your good. That's how I try to live my life, bro. We all gonna do bad. We all gonna mess up. But I just try to make sure that, you know, I repent about it, and I try to make sure that I don't do the same thing that I done before. Don't repeat that like mistake. You know, I think that's the work. The work is to, you know what I mean, and get closer and build your relationship with him. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I think everybody missing. Why do we all need something on this earth? You know, why do you need to get high? Why do you need to get drunk? Why do you need to be successful, but you got millions of dollars, but you need more, but you still missing something. You ain't happy because at the end of the day, your focus ain't on him. That's what I be thinking.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, salute.
Hey, I want. Hey, did y'all see the comment that KD said? You know, because they've been trying to talk about this trading Kyrie Irving shit, and KD just now like kind of shut that shit down.
Yeah, I seen the KD. Yeah, this whole all the teams is trading everybody. I ain't never seen the league mixing it up this much in the offseason before. Like this is, and it's not just like role players. I remember it was one year they was just like a lot of role players and shit was getting traded. This year, like they trading superstars like every day. Superstar getting traded and shit. So
Man,
it's crazy. I mean, yeah, they good friends. That's his day one. You know what I'm saying? That's that's his guy. They came there together. The deal was they just came out and we already suspected this shit. Like they make us sound stupid because we can't prove this shit, but we know what we see. So we all knew DeAndre Jordan was part of that big three, whatever the fuck they had planned. That it came out that he was part of the deal, and the Nets didn't even want him, which was, you know what I'm saying? So some of that shit kind of backfire when you let these players make moves like that because DeAndre Jordan washed. He ain't that good, and he didn't fit that offense, and he didn't fit that team from a basketball perspective. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? He played like shit. So they cut his ass. And you know what I'm saying? KD couldn't even justify. He was like, man, hey, you know what? We had to do. But now they trying to trade Kyrie Irving. And he kind of put his foot down on that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the same thing. You know, when you had Josh Allen, it was blocking shots, and Jordan and all them. That could have been straight right there. That's all you had to do is put the pieces together. They would have. They should have put the pieces
man,
together. You know.
they try to act like the competition. These niggas try to act like the competition is so good in today's NBA that you have to link up like this. This is what I think, like on some low key shit. That's what they're gonna use as excuse. Like, man, y'all not giving these players the credit. Like, man, that's why niggas is linking up. No, man, look, Jordan them played in the era where damn near everybody he went against was a damn Hall of Famer, fit to be. Them niggas wasn't linking up, bro. I don't care. I know they had free agency back then. They could have waited when they was in there and linked up with each other. That shows me you niggas is not competitive, and that you niggas ain't competitive, and you niggas really can't carry teams.
Yeah, but Jordan had Horace Grant, Scott Williams, B.J. Armstrong, John Paxson, all them.
But look, he didn't. But look, he didn't pick them niggas.
That's right.
He didn't pick them niggas. That's what I'm saying. See, that's why you got to give credit to niggas like that. Nigga, I didn't know this nigga was gonna be good, nigga. Good thing y'all did draft him, nigga. See, because it wasn't about back in those days, bro. They wasn't drafting niggas off of stats. It was the eye test. Man, this nigga look like he got boy. Woo! Look at this nigga.
Yo,
you didn't give a fuck if he shot. You didn't give a fuck if he shot 34%. You were like, man, this nigga was out here balling.
Bro, Trayvon, let me add to that, bro. Like, because the last really competitive nigga I saw was either Tim Duncan or Kobe Bean Bryant. And let me say something about
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. And let me say something about Kobe. As much as y'all shit on him for like being an inefficient shot chucker, like it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. If you take
Thank
away
you, man. Thank you, man.
Wait, Trayvon. Let me put it into context. Since y'all LeBron fans, like y'all love using context for him, but when it comes to like the Black Mamba, yeah, y'all never use context. So let me use some damn context. If you take his first 3 seasons where he was like on the bench, like he wasn't fully developed yet, like what's his name? What was that coach name?
Dale Harris.
Dale Harris. Dale Harris was just putting him in and random rotation. He didn't let him develop. And then if you take his last 3 seasons where he got like hurt when he had that Achilles, his stats would be like 27.5, 5.3 rebounds, and 5.2 assists. And that's damn near similar to LeBron. And his field goal percentage, 45.5%. So damn near 46. And let me say another thing. He's the only one, like from that era, from like Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, who else? Ray Allen, Vince Carter. He was the only one to shoot above league average 9 times. So how is he inefficient? And y'all got to remember, spacing during that era was not the best. Like it was a tougher defensive era in like the mid to early 2000s. So stop with this LeBron. Oh, he's more efficient. It's because he gets most of his points in the paint, man. Like I know my shit. I'm not a fucking fanboy. Like I'm just saying what it is.
Hey Perry.
I just got it.
Hey Perry, you seen that video? I seen that video on my shit.
I already knew, man. Like y'all gotta use content. And then like y'all said, oh, if LeBron played with Prime Shaq, or he would have the same. No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Him and Shaq, their games are like. It might not look like it at first, but their games are way too similar because both of them are ball dominant. Both of them get, most of their points in the paint. And both of them, and then like, and if you're talking about a young LeBron, like he didn't have a jump shot yet. He didn't know how to close games. So you can't just put anyone on that team and expect them to three-peat. You know what I'm saying?
Kobe Bryant, the only player in NBA history to win with 2 different co-stars back to back, and one of them was not a superstar and never had the MVP vote, and that's Paul Gasol. Only player in history to do it. Had and faced 10, 50 plus winning teams from 2008 to 2010 through the whole goddamn playoffs. Playoffs to get to the finals. He had it the hardest.
And my thing is this: how come you get on Kobe for playing with like Shaq for like 8 years? Like he didn't play with Shaq his whole career. But Magic had no disrespect to Magic and Kareem, but they played together their whole careers. And I'm like, y'all never said, "Oh, Kareem carried Magic."
Man, Magic told the truth, man. Magic told the truth. People don't want to take it for what it is. Look, we all know really who fans, bro. I'm a Laker fan. Look, Magic did not tell niggas they was. Look, remember he was fighting off. He was retired, nigga. He was still fighting off Michael Jordan while Michael already coming off a 3-peat. Remember in the Olympics, he like, come on, baby. He like, this nigga ain't. He got lucky on my ass. That's how he felt out there. Like, nigga, he didn't say you was better than him until you beat him, nigga, or till you prove something to him that I can't do that. He know that Kobe is the closest thing to Mike. I ain't better than Mike, so I know I ain't better than Kobe. Kobe is run circles around Magic. See, this is what everybody's so focused on Magic offense. I love Magic, but Magic couldn't stop Kobe for once. I believe that Kobe would have been able to stop Magic on possession. You feel me? We talking about defense here, dude, but we talking about all around. On all around, I'm gonna just tell you, on all around, Kobe's better than Magic. That's facts. Because he played defense.
The only thing Magic has over Kobe is probably passing and rebounding, but like he's 6'9", so like I get rebounding, but like Magic is the best passer ever.
Well, you 6'9", exactly. But look, and this is what I said. People got to understand the advantage. I think this is a stat nobody look at. And it goes against Kobe. Kobe wasn't stronger than nobody in the shooting guard
exactly
position when he was playing. He wasn't stronger than nobody. Mike was stronger than some niggas. He was Mike was way more athletic than any other shooting guard in the league. Kobe wasn't. You got T-Mac, Vince Carter. So I'm just saying, these are the hurdles that Cuz had to get over to where he's at now. Then you got LeBron James, biggest fucking small forward ever. You cannot stop this nigga from driving on you. So look, then you got, I'm just saying, and you got Magic Johnson, 6'9", tallest fucking point guard in the game. Isaiah Thomas motherfuckers trying to guard you. They wasn't putting small forwards on Mike the first time on Magic. The first time he felt that, Scotty didn't figure that out. They said, hell no, this nigga small forward. I got him.
Yeah, but
why let Mike shoot? You too short for him, Mike. That's why he got this damn triple-double on you. That's why he got the triple-double on you. That's why they won this one game. You too short for him, 6'6". You can't stop him. He gonna put his back on you and he gonna post you up. He can't do that shit to me. I'm 6'9" too.
But here's the thing, Trayvon.
See, so it's the advantage. It's the advantage that they had. Kobe, his advantage was knowledge and skill. That's the only advantage that he had, was skill and hard work. Hard work, because he'll tell you I wasn't fast. He wasn't faster than nobody. It was his skills. He outthink you. So all that, bro. Yeah, and he's dunking on niggas, bro. He wasn't the highest jumper. That's why I say
that nigga vertical. That nigga had that nigga had a 38-40 inch vertical.
And look, every time you dunk on somebody, look.
Gilbert Arenas said he used his vertical better. He said Gilbert Arenas said he used his vertical better than most niggas use they 45, 46 inch.
I don't even think it's all vertical though. I also think it's like, a little thinking. When to leap on a nigga if you throwing him off. It looked like you ain't even fit to come in here like that. And the next thing you know, oh damn, I thought he was fit to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how, you thinking a nigga trying to go for a pass or something, and the nigga put his nuts in your face. You like, damn, he looked like he was hopping over there. A nigga do a Euro step towards like the free throw line, but then he bounced right back towards the rim with a dunk. You like, whoa, I thought that nigga was going that way.
But Trayvon,
remember when Kobe put the ball behind his back, do the 360 and dunk on the nigga? It's like creativity. That's why I tell niggas, see, LeBron don't do shit like that. That's why I say he don't wow me. Yes, he's a great basketball player. I ain't gonna take that away from him. But what I'm saying, he don't make my skin, the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, nigga.
Right, Trayvon, another thing. Like, everyone talks about the 2016 finals, and like I think it was a great performance. Like, I'm not taking anything away from LeBron, but like when y'all talk about Kobe and him in 2010 when he won that finals, you're like, oh, Pau Gasol saved his ass because he shot 6 for 24 in Game 7. But like, that's not my point. I'm gonna go back to LeBron because
how many rebounds he had though?
15 fucking rebounds. But I'm gonna go back to LeBron though.
Come on, man. He found something to do. Like, man, y'all niggas crazy, man. That nigga, who passed the shot? Who passed the ball to Ron Artest?
Kobe. But I'm gonna.
All right, then. So he had something to do with everything that won that game. What y'all talking about?
I'm gonna get there, but LeBron 2016 finals, and I didn't even know this because like I just remember like Steph Curry breaking a lot of threes, but I looked up the percentages of like that game 7. LeBron shot 9 for 24. That's 38 fucking percent. Yeah, it is a little bit better than Kobe's percentage, but that's still below 40%. Y'all didn't say, oh, he shot 9 for 24. Kyrie saved his legacy, and y'all gotta give Kyrie some respect because, like, if Pau Gasol deserved that Finals MVP, then God damn it, Kyrie deserved it too because he balled out that series. Because
hey, look, why y'all don't talk about Kobe pass? Why y'all don't talk about Kobe pass to Ron Artest or his 15 rebounds like y'all be talking about LeBron James shit? How when he be doing normal ass shit like that?
Yeah, but and Kobe's a 2 guard.
LeBron James passed the ball. Look, LeBron James, he made the right play. Well, Kobe Bryant made the right play. The play y'all thought he do not like to make. He said, here you go, Ron Artest. I trust you.
No, here's the thing about LeBron, though. And I try to tell people, but I get called a hater. That LeBron system, like, everywhere he goes, like, LeBron is the system. That's exactly why he has 6 fucking final spots. Because everyone has to adjust their game to play off him. He never sacrifices his stats for the other fucking team. And I'm like, I've seen it his whole fucking career. And I'm like, I'm not lying because, like, I'm like, damn.
It's all about him. It's all about him, bro. It's all about his career. It's all. And if you start taking away from that, I'm on your ass.
Yeah. And then when I try to say it, because I'm like, I used to be a fan of that nigga, but then like 2018, I'm like, I've never seen his game evolve. Like Kobe, like his game, he was always adding something new. Like if he wasn't like a good 3-point shooter, he would work on that shit. He'd become a better 3-point shooter, better mid-range, better defense. LeBron, he still plays the fucking same. Like the thing about LeBron is he relies on his athleticism a lot. And now that shit's declining. Like he's getting exposed a little bit. Like because like he lost in the first round the first time. But and like he always wants his teammates to bail him out. But like when they don't, like he just pouts and like cries and like goes to the other side and like he quits playing defense. Like I see that shit, man. Like I'm not dumb. I see that shit because I was a fan. Like I've been watching that nigga's career since he was like 17, 18 years old. But y'all want to give him all the praise, and I'm like, I mean, some of the praise he deserves, but like when he loses, y'all don't want to give him none of the blame, and I don't get that. I've never seen so many excuses, man, and I'm like, when was making excuses okay? Like when you lose a fucking championship, do you say, oh, I averaged a triple-double, so like, I mean, I tried my best, like. I mean, I was going against the greatest team in the world, and I'm like, nigga, please, like, you play to win. And I'm like,
man, fuck all that, man. Hey, look, I'm going against the greatest team in the world. No, whoever won a championship that day is the greatest team in the world. You can't just say that like just because they have this nigga and that nigga over there. What it was, you care about yourself, bitch. You came out here and said, I did my job. I got a triple-double. Bitch, no, you didn't. Your job is to win the finals. Your job is to win the fucking finals, bitch. You did not do your job. That's why Kobe, when he was up 2-0 against Orlando, they were like, Kobe, you're up 2-0. You're not happy. Like, I'm not done, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. This shit can flip.
What? He said, nigga, job is not done. He ain't smiled. He said, why you not
nigga, this shit can flip. Look, because Kobe been in series. Kobe's been in series where it can flip. He like, I done been down where niggas thought it was over. Nigga, I ain't fit to be high, and all that. Nigga, hell no. Nigga, until I'm over here with that champagne in my face and I'm looking at that trophy, nigga, then you can ask me. You will see how happy I am, nigga, then.
And then another thing about Kobe, like y'all want to say, oh, he was selfish. He ran check out of town. And I'm like, all that stupid shit. That was all me to create. But let me get to this, Shaq carrying Kobe, which is a fucking lie. Like Kobe,
Bye, man.
he sacrificed his stats because he knew how much that first championship would mean to Shaq. Because he knew how much pressure it was on Shaq to win a championship. Because like Shaq was in like LeBron's position before he won. Like he hadn't won anything. He got swept by Hakeem in Orlando. He got swept by Utah and all them other teams. And like he knew how much pressure and
He
scrutiny
got
Shaq was
swept in the
under.
'96 Eastern
Yeah,
Conference Finals by the
yeah,
Bulls. The
yeah.
next year,
SFM and people want to say, "Oh, he was young," but he had. I get that, but like he had talent around him. He had a lot of. He had Horace Grant on that team, B. Shaw, Penny Hardaway. Uh, who else was on that team?
Nick Anderson, Dennis
Nick,
Scott,
Nick,
they all
Nick.
shooters.
Yeah,
Nick Anderson, shooter
I
score. Yeah,
mean, not all of them played well, but like I think
that was
that
the best
Orlando
team.
team
No, that was the best team he ever
he's
had.
ever been.
That was the
And
best overall cast he ever had.
in the 95, 90s, no, not 96, 97, because he had Nick Van Exel, Nick the Quick. He had Eddie Jones, a young Kobe Bryant. Rick Fox wasn't on the team yet, I don't think, but he had talent, but like it wasn't until they got Phil Jackson, and Phil said, "Hey, enough goofing around. Like no movies, no TV shows, no rap albums. I want you to, you know, completely commit to this season. I want you to win MVP, and I'm gonna help you win a championship." And then when Phil Jackson came, that's also the season Kobe started to come in his own because he wasn't a superstar yet. He was a rising superstar. He wasn't an elite superstar yet, but he was getting there. And then 2001, that's when he fucking took off. Because like, okay, if the finals were like completely in the West and like they didn't play them weak ass Eastern Conference teams, Kobe would have been the Finals MVP for all of them bitches. That's what I try to tell people, man.
Hey, I'm still here. Yeah, y'all continue to cook though. I'm going out of town this afternoon, so y'all cook. I'm almost done though. I'm about to go smoke a stogie. I'm just about to do a little thing around here, and y'all continue to cook though. Salute to everybody.
All right, all right, bro. But SFM, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If the Western Conference was like the real, well, it was pretty much the real NBA Finals. Kobe would have been the Finals MVP for all of them bitches, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Truthfully, he should have had one out of those three that they went to. He should have had one. He should have one. They
I
know it.
think,
They know
I,
it.
I, th- I
They
think
know
he
it.
should have won that one in 2002 because like that one in
You talking about
2002
against? You
Let,
talking about against Indiana? You talking about
let,
no
let,
against Indiana or
let me say this.
Irish?
Let me say this real quick. You know that video I got. I got the numbers. Look,
yeah
the West playoffs through the three when they went to the finals every time. Right,
They
Kobe.
both
So
averaged 20, the same in
look,
points.
before the first three rounds of the playoffs to advance to the finals, 2001. Kobe, the first three rounds, led the Lakers
yep
30 with 31.6, 7 rebounds, and
rebounds
6 point assists on
What
49%, 49% shooting.
in
Then
that
2000,
But
then
Shaq
two,
carried Kobe though.
but listen, then 2002, the first three rounds, he led in scoring 26.6, 5.9, and 4.4. Then in
I
2003, when they got eliminated by the Spurs, I think the second round or the
mm,
third, um, that nigga Kobe averaged 32.1, 5.1, and 5.2 when Shaq production had went down. Then in
I'll
two
tell you,
thousand, then in
no
2004,
go ahead SFM
then in
go
two
ahead
thousand.
SFM
Then in 2004, he led every 3 rounds by himself. He led
except for
every
the
three.
finals.
Yeah, except for the finals. He led against the Rockets the first round when Shaq averaged 16. He led
Yep.
against he led the next round by himself, and he led the next round by himself. And Karl Malone was second behind Kobe and leading in one round. So Kobe led 2001 and 2002 in scoring, and he led 2004 first 3 rounds in scoring. And matter of fact, 2003 too. It's everyone. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. He all led the bitches in scoring. The only one he ain't lead in scoring was
was
in
2000.
2000. He led every first 3 rounds in scoring, and in 2001 he led that 15-1 when they went to the finals. He led that nigga. He led the one against the Kings when he averaged 35, 9-4. Then the one against the Spurs when he averaged 33, 7, and 51% with Dave Robinson and the Twin Tower Spurs with Bruce Bowen. Come on, man.
Bro,
Young
but
Kobe, 22.
let, let me tell you another thing. That's Kobe not even in his prime yet. He wasn't even in his prime, and he was putting up numbers like that. But then they gonna spin it like, oh, he had Shaq. He only had those numbers because Shaq was getting double teamed, and I'm like, no, that's not how that fucking works. You don't put up those numbers and be considered those are bona fide superstar numbers, bro. Come on, man. I'll tell you what happened because everyone wants to blame Kobe for like all the fallout and like, oh, you ran Shaq out of town. Oh, you should have kissed Shaq's ass. That's what happened. He didn't kiss Shaq's ass because like I love Shaq, but Shaq could be an asshole. Like look at the way he acts on TV with Charles Barkley
Shaq was LeBron James. Shaq was LeBron James before LeBron James in
for
the league. Got to be his way. Got to be
exactly.
his system.
Yeah, and like even when Kobe was trying to do it, like it was never good enough. Like because Tex Winter said Kobe is doing everything like that needs to be done in the
Remember the
triangle.
40? Hey, remember the 40-point streak? Shaq come
Yeah,
back. The nigga Kobe, Phil
they
Jackson
said
pulled Kobe in the office and tell him you gotta dial that shit down. He say Shaq, he ready to start acting the ass and shit because you're getting shine about this 40-point streak and shit.
yeah. And another thing, man, Western Conference Finals 2000, like the first championship they won against Indiana. They gotta forget there was rounds before that in like the Western Conference Finals, Game 7. Shaq would have been
Sacramento
criticized.
round. The Sacramento round.
No, no, I'm talking about Portland.
Nah,
Like
that's
when
against
they,
the Blazers. You talking about against the Blazers?
yeah,
When
against the Blazers.
Kobe game 6 and game 7. That nigga
Yeah,
game 7, he outscored Shaq. He
out
out rebounded
rebound.
Shaq and
How
he
you
out
out
assisted Shaq. It had
how
more
you let
blocks
a
too, nigga.
how you let a two guard out rebound you? Like he had 25, 11, and 7. So technically, you say Shaq's legacy, like y'all as y'all like to say, because y'all say everyone else say each other's legacy, but that nigga low
He
key,
say he
not
say
low
that
key
nigga legacy multiple
legacy.
times. He say
Yeah,
that nigga legacy multiple times.
No.
but
And people
then
always
Multiple
talk about that. I
times,
always
nigga.
say if it wasn't for Kobe, people forget that 3-pointer, nigga. If it wasn't for Kobe, y'all can talk all that shit y'all want. Nigga, we got our swept about them finals, nigga. He the only reason why we won one in the motherfucking game.
yeah, they would have got
Man,
swept if it wasn't for that 3-pointer. I'm
listen,
glad you said that.
listen,
And then
listen,
that
listen.
Derek,
The nigga game 6. I'm listen. I gotta say this. The nigga game 6. Shaq shot 41% with like I think 15, 18 points. 18 points got that game, nigga. Kobe, they lost game 6. But if we talk about nigga, that nigga Kobe had 33 points. I believe you 4 steals and 3 blocks, nigga. Then the next game he had 25, 11,
and
17. Then he
7.
had the most and then this the crazy part right here. And this is why he first team all defense selection, all time #1 all time tie with Michael and Gary Payton and KG. The nigga led in blocks this series. Go look at the
Yeah,
total blocks.
yeah, he
Shaq
had
had
4
13 and
blocks.
Kobe had 15. 15.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about the whole end of the series.
Oh, the
Kobe
whole
ended with
end.
yes. Go look at the
Hey, you know
stats.
what? Hey, you know what
Shaq
else?
had
Hey, you know what else? Hey,
13
you know
and
what else
Kobe
people
had
don't know?
15.
Hey,
He was the
you
best
know
defender
what else
on the
people don't
court,
know about
man.
Kobe? Look,
What
for the young generation, before this Steph Curry them came and Klay Thompson, they was
he
shooting,
was
and this was when they wasn't
Come
even.
on.
And hold on, and this
Yes.
before they wasn't even shooting threes
Yes.
like that. Kobe had a 3-point the most 3-pointers in a single game. It was 12 before Steph Curry them
exactly.
started
I'm
doing
glad.
all this.
Yeah, he had 12. He was hitting from Curry rings before Curry was even thought about. Because he was hitting some crazy ass shots, and I'm like, damn, I've never seen anyone. I never even seen MJ do some shit like that. And y'all want to say, oh, he's an MJ copycat? No, he was.
Niggas don't remember it because it was so yesteryear, and now you got niggas shooting threes like crazy. But before you was even allowed to shoot threes like Kobe, I mean like crazy, Kobe hit 12 of them in the game, and that
Yeah,
was the record.
They don't
yeah.
understand. Kobe made it comfortable for these niggas to shoot like they do. But back then they used to say
He
niggas
did
was
that
shooting too
against
much.
Seattle.
Yeah. He scored 12. He had 12 threes
Against Ray
and
Ray.
two
And
and
all of
two
these,
and against
I'm telling
Ray
y'all,
Allen in
I'm all
2003,
packed up.
nigga.
I'm ready
He
to go.
still had the record for the longest time.
Before D'Antoni had gave James Harden that weird ass green light, no one had a green light like Kobe.
Nobody. Hey, we just gonna switch gears though. Hey, what y'all thinking about the season? The season that's coming up. I'm just gonna repeat to you, Ant.
Hey, Ant's about to come in the building. Hey, Ant, you already know how it is over here. It's gonna be order, ain't no disrespect, none of that cutting niggas off, all that other stuff. Everybody gonna speak and everybody gonna communicate with one another. You know, this ain't one of them streams. And you know what? I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna let my boy on. I'm just gonna say this to y'all trolls. I understand that's y'all job to do because the person who you really, supporting, and they sending you all over the place. Hey, welcome. But I'm not coming over there to no stream. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. But we're going to switch gears because y'all know training camp is coming up. At all the teams that y'all seen so far, and I'm looking at the rosters right now. I'm just going to say this. When basketball season start, ain't none of this capping. This same stuff is going to be going on. That's why I'm going to keep real people, real men and women. That's always going to be on my channel, period. On my platform, period. Because we ain't going to get all crazy calling each other names and all this other stuff. Man, we too all grown for that.
Yep.
And I'm telling y'all right now, that bitch word, I do not tolerate that word. And I nip it in the bud real quick. And to you, Tim Simmons, I nipped it in the bud for a reason. Because if I allow you to call me that bitch that whole time on the panel, every day, then what I become, the name that you call me. No, you're going to dress me by my name. But getting to the season, though, the East is the East, the Eastern Conference, y'all cannot say it's weak. Y'all cannot say it's weak.
Stronger.
Y'all cannot say it. Y'all cannot say it.
And it's looking like the West now.
Yo, T Price.
What's up?
Yeah, I think the East is better than the West right now. The top 10.
Is.
Yeah, the top 10. That's why I want to. But I think Brooklyn is the best team in the league, on paper.
Yeah, we going by paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Paper,
if you're going by paper and according, and this is the thing, I ain't got to prove no loyalty. I ain't got to prove nothing to the Lakers no more. To me, I showed them my loyalty as being a fan for years because I seen real Laker loyalty. I seen the real Laker greats. And everything I said, I'm just going to say this, and everything I have said, all the way from ticket all the way to here, I have been spot on. I ain't got to prove myself to nobody.
Bro, T Price, you know what it is? They want you to kiss LeBron's ass and like.
No, it's not happening. I said this yesterday. I said this yesterday. I say this all the time. If I sit there and say that RoboCop is the GOAT,
they want
you know how many views I get? No, you know how YouTube. This man is so. I don't even want to talk about this man, but we're gonna switch gears because I like John Morant.
Yeah, Morant, like he took out Curry.
I like what Memphis did. I like what Memphis did by getting Valanciunas. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the rosters right now. Hold up. But y'all can go ahead though, man. I'm just really interested in what's going on and everything like that.
Let me say something about John Morant. Like, everybody hyping up Luka, but why y'all not hype? John Morant is that dude, bro. Like, I think he's better than Luka. To me, that's my opinion. I think he's better than Luka because he could carry a team.
It's not about hyping up.
It's not about hype,
bro. It's about expansion right now.
I'm not talking about y'all. I'm about the mainstream.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about them too, but I'm telling you the reason. I'm telling you the reason why they're doing it. It's because the NBA is already here in America. So their focus is every country right now, bro. Trying to go to every other country. So that's why they show so much of the overseas players the attention. In a minute, they're gonna start showing African players a whole lot of attention because they're about to start the African League, bro. So they could really be pumping up Joel Embiid and Pascal Siakam, them niggas.
But that's what I say about Morant. He gonna be like even though they don't play the same game, like Isaiah
His time
Thomas,
gonna come,
they
bro.
had,
His time
Yeah,
gonna
his
come. They ain't
time's
gonna be able
coming.
to hide from him.
like Isaiah and Detroit had to
They
fight
can't.
their way to make their name. And I think John Morant gotta do that.
Look,
Like that's
look.
he
He gonna
gotta do
start
it
getting
on his
stronger. He already getting
Yeah,
stronger every season. Look, young
yeah.
nigga gonna put some weight on. You know what I mean? He's gonna get smarter and smarter as the season goes on. And they can't hold him back, man. You can't stop him. That nigga came in as a rookie killing, and he been killing ever since. And so it's
Yep. And he
obviously,
already
I
took
don't. It
cover, y'all.
ain't no stopping. Ain't
That
no
didn't
stopping
happen.
him. He ain't no stopping him. He's a baby star. He's a baby star that's about to blossom. Ain't no stopping him. You can't get in front. I don't give a fuck who you is. Get in front of him. He'll light you up too. Like he gonna get his money. He may not just execute everything. He may have some poor efficiency on it, but he's gonna get his money. He gonna lead a game with a good ass game on any star in the league.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, any star in the league that's that. I don't know that the point guard game is a lot. They should even have a. Oh, they didn't even should have called the word point guard no more.
Yeah,
I call them
yeah. It's
scoring
all.
guards.
Yeah.
I call them shooting guards that happens to play the point.
But thing about Morant, he don't need threes. He
But
don't need
John Morant is
threes.
really a natural point that actually can
Yeah.
score. And
Yeah.
then this is the thing. He's no slouch defensively either. The boy, he's an
Yeah.
underrated defender.
Y'all
All right, this is the
get
team. I'm just gonna look at their team right quick. Actually, I'm just gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna start with the East first. And this is the rosters as updated as of right now. The Celtics got Jaylen Brown, Bruno Fernando, Sam Hauser. I don't know who this dude is. Johan Begarin. Al Horford came back. They got Enes Kanter. They got Luke Cornett, Romeo Langford. I don't know why they don't play him more. Maybe this is going to be his year to play because I like Romeo Langford. He went to Indiana. He should have went to KU, but he ended up going to it was Kansas or Indiana. He ended up choosing Indiana. I remember that story. You got Juwan Morgan. I got Aaron Neesmith, Jabari Parker, Peyton Pritchard, Oregon. Josh Richardson went over there. King Cooper's son, Dennis Schroeder. Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, and Robert Williams III.
Yo, you said Jabari Parker? He's back in the league.
Man, he played for the Celtics last year, man. Where your eyes been, bro?
Yo, I ain't really seen him.
Dude, he played, man. Stop, man. Don't do that.
No, dude, I didn't. Yo, I'm serious.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I don't remember him coming back.
Next team is the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeAndre Bembry. They got Bruce Brown, Doodle Brown, Devontae Cook. He used to play for the Lakers, but he played. Well, he was on the Lakers roster. I ain't never seen him play. But they got him. They got Javon Carter. That's a good pickup. They got Nicholas Claxton, Seiko, Duo.
The role play I like. You're about to say his name.
David Duke Jr., Kevin Durant, Raekwon Gray, Blake Griffin, James Harden, Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving, Mike James, James Johnson, Tyler Johnson, Patty Mills, Paul Millsap.
Yeah, Patty Mills. That's a good pickup. I like
Day'Ron Sharp, though, from North Carolina. That's good. I like Cam Thomas, too. He went to LSU. That's a good pickup. But this is the thing. Are you really going to play these guys, though? You know what I'm saying? Because they got a bench. This is just going to go to everybody else. I like – let's go to the Knicks. Niggas be thinking they want to talk about the Knicks, but the Knicks is going to make the playoffs again this year. Y'all thinking that shit is just a fluke. Y'all people, man, y'all got to learn how to respect. They got Dwayne Bacon, RJ Barrett, Alex Burt, Evan Fournier, Taj Gibson, Quentin Grimes, Rokas, whoever his name is. I ain't saying that name. Kevin Knox the second. He must been in the doghouse. Miles McBride, West Virginia. They got Noah Noel, Emmanuel Quickly, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, Amir Sims, Jericho Sims, Obi Toppin, Luka Vildoza, Kemba Walker, and MJ Walker.
But my problem with the Knicks, I think they need another scorer. Like
Hey,
that who could score
hey,
consistently.
the season ain't even started yet, so everybody gonna make changes. I know one team for sure. If shit goes in the fan, I know the Lakers gonna be training somebody. I ain't never seen LeBron James since he left Miami that been on a Cleveland team, and any team that he been on, he ain't trade somebody. I ain't never seen him set in stone.
Yeah,
Never
you
seen him
know.
set in stone.
Yeah, you know they gotta do a trade before the All-Star trading deadline. Yeah, they gonna do a trade.
All right, we're gonna go to the Sixers. They got Charles Bassey, Garrett Clark, Seth Curry, Andre Sugar Bear. Can't get enough of them golden Chris Drummond, Joel Embiid. Who is this tapping in? My boy underrated. They got Joel Embiid, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, Aaron Henry, Isaiah Joe, Forkus Korkmaz, Tyrese Maxey. They got Shake Milton. They got George Niang. They got Flip Persh, whatever his name is. He went to Gonzaga. Paul Reed, Grant Riller, Mike Scott, Ben Simmons, Jaden Springler, and Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, I like Shake Milton though. They don't play him.
Hey, I like that. I like Shake Milton and I like
Yeah, they
Maxey.
don't play.
Maxey is nice too.
Yeah, I'm talking about Shake Milton. I feel they don't play him. That's how I feel.
Hey, both of them should play. Maxey
Yeah.
and they should be playing. But you know the veterans gonna always dot like them veterans because they still got I just already said his name. Let's go to the Raptors now. They got Precious Achua, OG Anunoby, Delano Batten, Scotty Barnes, Kim Birch, Isaac Bonga, Chris Boucher, Justice Champagne, Sam Decker, who came back out the league all of a sudden. He's only 27.
Sam Decker.
Hey, but Sam Decker got game though. He got height and size.
He got a little game. I ain't gonna say
he got. Hey, this is one thing. I'm just gonna say this: you don't make it to the league if you don't make it. You don't have game. Let's just cut that shit out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, then they got Goran Dragic. They got Malachi Flynn, Freddie Gillespie, David Johnson, Schema McIvor. My boy went to Kansas. Reggie Perry, Pascal Siakam, Gary Trent Jr., Fred VanVleet, Ish Rainwright, and they got Yuta Watanabe, that dude from Chinese guy. All right, we're gonna go to the Central. We're gonna go to the Bulls and they roster: Lonzo Ball, Tony Bradley, Tony Brown Jr., Alex Caruso, Tyler Cook, DeMar DeRozan, Ayo Dosami, my boy Devin Johnson, Javante Green, Alize Johnson, Stanley Johnson, Derek Jones Jr., Zach LaVine, Marcos Simovic, Matt Thomas, Ethan Thomas, Nikola Vucevic, Kobe Wright, and Patrick Williams. The Bulls gonna be nice this year.
Yeah, they're a good team.
They're gonna be nice this year. Now we're gonna go to the Cavs. Jared Allen, Mitch Baylor, Taco Fall, Darius Garland, Kambiji, whatever his name is. He went to Florida State. Big guy, Kevin Love, Lloyd Marketing, Evan Mobley, RJ Nimhard Jr. They got Isaac Okoro, CD Osman, Ricky Rubio, the Bull, Colin Sexton. They got Lamar Stevens, Broderick Thomas, Denzel Valentine. Denzel Shitty Boo Boo Valentine. He's Shitty Boo Boo roster to me. Dean Wade and Dylan Windler. Now we're gonna go to Ant Team. Is my headphones on?
Well, the Pacers.
My headphones.
Not good, bro.
My headphones.
Dude,
y'all gonna be all right, bro. Stop it.
Everybody keeps saying that. I don't think so, bro.
Bro, you got dude. You had no faith, dude. This is the thing, man.
I don't know what offense they're gonna run. Wait, I don't.
Hey. Rick Carlisle it's gonna be Rick Carl offense. You know how that go. Remember he coached y'all Pacers before.
Yeah,
You act like
yeah.
you don't know what you're gonna get.
But we have better players then. But now, I don't
Dude,
know.
hey man, come on, man. All right, are you gonna let me get to
All
your
right.
Pacers or what, bro?
Yeah, name the roster.
Gaza Blitz Zaddy, whatever his name is, Osei Brissett, Malcolm Brogdon, Torrey Craig,
Yeah.
Chris Duarte. That was a good pickup. He went to U of O. Nate Hitton, Justin Holiday, Isaiah Jackson, DeJohn Jarreau. He went to Houston. Jerry Lamb. Damn, Jeremy Lamb. Yeah, he's still over there. Y'all got Karis LeVert.
Yeah. I
Keelan
like
Martin
that.
went to Butler. So he stayed in the state of Indiana. TJ McConnell, DeMontis Sabonis, Jakar Sampson, Cassius Stanley. That's a good pickup for y'all. Edmund Summer, Kiefer Sykes, Terry Taylor, Miles Turner, TJ Warren, and Dwayne Washington Jr. Hey, TJ Warren will be back playing this year too, right?
Yeah. He's
All right, so,
supposed to. I like it. Yeah.
I know he was hurt all last year. Now
Yeah, he got hurt.
we're gonna go to the champs, who they should have been talking about this whole entire time. It's the
Atlanta?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
They got Grayson Allen, Giannis, and his brother, Donis, Elijah Bryant, Pat Covington, Dante DiVincenzo, who will be back from injury. Then they got Decate from Virginia, George Hill, Drew Holiday, Rodney Hood, Justin Jackson on Georgia's, whatever his name is, Kalake, so I don't know what his name is. Brooke Lopez, another dude I don't even know. Oh, I know that big dude's name. He's a big dude from Seton. That's a good pickup, and he does fit their system. I know his name is Sandro. They got Chris Middleton, Jordan Norway. They got Olajay, Bobby Portis, Justin Robinson, Jeff T, Axel Topane, and they got Tremont Waters from LSU. That's the champs roster. Now we're going to go to the Southeast, which is the Hawks. The Hawks got Bogan, Bogdanovich, Clint Capella, John Collins, Sharif Cooper, Gorge Dieng, Dallinari. They got Brandon Goodwin. They got Johnny Hamilton, Solomon Hill, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, AJ Lawson, Timothy Kabbat. You know, he got that two name of Boy Scholar Mays, LSU, Jaquil Okafor. They got that dude that played, the big kid that played with, God dang it, number 17. He played with LaMelo and them in high school, that dude. Then they got Cam Reddish, Lou Williams, DeLon Wright, and that boy Trey Young. Hold on, somebody tried to get in. Let me see who's trying to get in. It's SFM. Okay.
Hey, you said DeLon Wright.
Yeah, DeLon Wright.
He on what team?
The Hawks.
The boy that used to play for he used to play for the Warriors.
Man.
Yeah, he used to play for the Warriors. I think he used to play with Curry.
No, you're talking about his brother. You're talking about his brother. He got a brother.
Oh, he got a. Oh, yeah, he got a. Oh, that's. Oh, I ain't know that nigga had a brother.
Man,
his brother, his big.
looks just
the one
like
I'm talking
brother.
about, he was good.
Yeah,
the one I was talking about, he was rough.
Yeah, the one you talking about, he does. He be doing the broadcast for the Golden State Warriors a lot because I live in Oregon and I get that channel, and he does the broadcasting and stuff for the Warriors. Yeah, his brother came straight out of high school too. He was in that era when they came straight out of high school. His older brother came out of high school. Matter of fact, his brother played for the Raptors. He played for the Raptors first, and then he ended up going to the Mavs. Then he ended up going to where he's at now, Atlanta, which I think is going to be a better fit for him because he is a good defensive player. Now we're gonna go to the Hornets. Charlotte, LaMelo Ball, James Boatwright, Miles Bridges, Vernon Carey Jr., G.J. Carlton, Gordon Hayward, Wes Awandu, Kai Jones. Well, I don't know how to say that dude's name. Lord have mercy. Yeah, he's overseas. Scotty Lewis, Cody Martin, Jalen McDaniels, Kelly Oubre Jr., Mason Plumlee, Nick Richards, Terry Rozier, Ish Smith, JT Thor, and PJ Washington. Now we're gonna go to the Heat, Miami.
Yeah,
They
that's the
look good on
roster I want
paper.
to hit. Yeah, I want to hit a roster.
They got Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Dedman, Marcus Garrett from Kansas. That was a good pickup because he does play defense. And he's going to impact their team too if they play him, which I think they would because he does play defense. He was just forced to play point guard last year for Kansas. I watched him his whole career. Okay, then you got Udonis Haslam still on the squad. Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Markeith Morris, KZ Akapala, Victor Oladipo, Micah Porter, Duncan Robinson, Javante Smart, Drew Smith, DJ Stewart Jr., Max Struess, PJ Tucker, Gabe Vincent, and Omar Yesterman from Georgetown. That's the Heat. Now we're going to go to the Wizards. We got Denny Adidja, whatever his name is, Bradley Beal, Davis Bertans, Thomas Bryant, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Spencer Dinwiddie. I see a lot of former Lakers on this team. Anyway, Daniel Gafford, Anthony Gill, Jordan Goodwin, Rui Hachimura, Montrezl Harrell, Aaron Holiday, Jay Huff, Corey Kispert. That's a good pickup for him. Kyle Kuzma, Raul Neto, Isaiah Todd, and Cassius Winston from Michigan State. And that is the Wizards. Now we're going to go to the West, and I always start first in the Pacific Division. We're going to go with the Warriors. They got Nemanja, whatever his name is, Chris Chioza, Steph Curry, Dia Silent, Andre Iguodala, Jonathan Kuminga, Damian Lee, Kevon Looney Tunes, Moses Moody, Michael Butler, Gary Payton II, Jordan Poole, Otto Porter Jr., Klay Thompson, Juwan Toscano Anderson, who looks like Sean Livingston, Andrew Wiggins, and they got James Wiseman. James Wiseman is not gonna be available for training camp either.
What about Klay?
I ain't heard nothing about Klay. I just know about I know about that for a fact because that's all they've been talking about.
What's the matter with him?
No, he was hurt last year. Remember?
Oh, right. You're right. Yeah.
It takes a while. I think when he come back, I don't know. Let me just get through everybody before I get to start breaking everybody down. Now we're gonna go to the strippers. I ain't gonna call them strippers. The Clippers, man. Nicholas Batum, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Boston Jr., Amir Coffey. Well, they don't got Boogie Cousins. As of now, Boogie Cousins is on there, but I think Boogie Cousins is going back home to Sacramento. Paul George, Harry Giles III, Isaiah Hutchinson, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, Keon Johnson, Luke Kennard, George King, Kawhi, who I think is not going to play this year. Terrence Mann, I don't think he is, but I don't mean he is. I don't know. Marcus Morris Sr., Jason Pressens, Jay Scrubb, Justice Winslow, Moses Wright, and Ivan Zubac. And then when the Clippers, now for the Lakers, Carmelo, Anthony, Trevor Ariza, Joe Ayat. Oh, yeah, that dude from Gonzaga. Kent Bazemore, Chauncey Brown, Anthony Davis, Wayne Ellington, Taylor Horton, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews. Yeah, he's still on the roster. Matt McClung, which I know he ain't going to get played. Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, Austin Reeves, He's a good dude too. Like I said, Austin Reeves, and I know Austin Reeves because he played in the Big 12. That white boy can play. That white boy got game, but he ain't gonna play with LeBron and them because he got too many people in front of him though. Then you got Russell Westbrook, then you got Rajon Rondo. That's
Wayne Ellington. I thought he was.
I said Wayne Ellington name already.
Oh.
Marvin Bagley. This is the Kings. Marvin Bagley III, Harrison Barnes, Terrence Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Kyle Guy, Tyrese Halliburton, Maurice Harkless, Buddy Hield, Rashawn Holmes, Damian Jones, Lewis King, Alice Lynn, Shemiz Meadow, Davion Mitchell. He's going to impact their team a whole lot. Nemus Quetta, he went to Utah State. Jameis Ramsey, he went to Texas Tech. He's nice. Emmanuel Terry, Tristan Thompson, and you got Robert Woodard the second from Mississippi State. That was the Kings. Now we're going to go to the Southwest. It's the Mavs. Mavs is Moses Brown, Sterling Brown, Jalen Brunson, Reggie Bullock, Trey Burke, Willie Collins-Stein, Luka Doncic, Dorian Finney-Smith, Josh Green, Tim Hardaway Jr., Farrah Hunt, Kareem Jones, Maxi Keebler, Bojan Bojanovic, Joakim McLaughlin, Nikola Mele, Frank Ntilikina. Oh, they got Frank Ntilikina. Lord have mercy. The Knicks finally got rid of that guy. About darn time. The only thing y'all need to do now is get rid of Elfrid Payton. Damn, I don't understand how he's dude. I watched him out here. I'm like, how did he make the league, bro? But it is what it is. I ain't hating him. I'm not hating on no man that's pursue their dreams. But hey, I seen some players that's way better than him, and now it's not even in the league. And they got Terrell Terry. And now that's the Mavs. Now we're going to go to the Rockets. Rockets going to be interesting this year. They got DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley, Amani Brooks, Josh Christopher, Dante Exum, Usain Gobert, Eric Gordon, as of right now, Jalen Green. I can't wait to see him. He's nice. Daniel House Jr., Matt Hurt, Anthony Lamb, Deshaun Nix, David Nwabe, former Laker, Kevin Porter Jr., our parents Singon, Jayshawn Tate, Daniel Tice, Kyrie Thomas, John Wall. As of right now, we know John Wall ain't on that team no more. DJ Wilson, they're going to get rid of him. And then they got that boy Christian Wood. Now we're going to go to the Magic. We got Cole Anthony, Mo Mamba, Enes Bazika. That dude that went to Michigan. He ended up getting drafted by the Knicks though. Wendell Carter Jr., Michael Carter Williams, Jeff Dolan, James Enes III, Markelle Fultz, Hassan Grabet, RJ Hampton, Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac. Can he stay healthy? That dude need to stay healthy. Can he stay healthy? Robin Lopez, Etwan Moore, Shamuka Okiki, Shayshawn Randall. They got Terrence Ross, Jalen Suggs, John Teskey, Cindus Thornwell, Franz Wagner, and his brother Mortice Ragger. Okay, the Magic. I don't see them going anywhere, but it's going to be interesting. They got a lot of that team's very interesting. It's a whole bunch of young guys, but hey, that's how you be a commodity. You have growing pains. You ain't gonna come in the league killing. And when the Magic gonna get back to promise, man. Then okay, I already did the already. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, Santi Aldama, Kyle Anderson, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark, Jared Culver, Chris Dunn, Carson Edwards. Oh, nah. They got I know Carson gonna play. Oh, this is one thing I understand about Boston. That little dude, Carson Edwards, that dude's a bucket. You gotta have. That's one thing I say about this, man. About certain players that stayed 3 or 4 years in college and everything in the NBA. Man, all you need is a chance. I hope he get. I think he's gonna have his chance over there in Memphis. I think he wasted his time in Boston. That's just my opinion. They know good and well they was gonna play that man. Okay, I stopped at Jared Culver, Chris Dunn, Carson Edwards, Jaren Jackson Jr., Tyrus Jones, John Conchar, DeAnthony Melton, Sam Merrill, John Morant, Daniel Arturo, Evis Pons, Keelan Tilly, Isaiah Tillman Sr., and Zaire Williams. Them are the Grizzlies. Now we're going to go to the Pelicans. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jose Alvarado, Wenyen Gabriel, Devontae Graham, Josh Hart, Jackson Hayes, Willie Hernan Gomez, Dalton Homies, Brandon Ingram, Herbert Jones, Kyra Lewis Jr., he's nice, Diddy Lozado, Najee Marshall, Trey Murphy, James Nunnally, Thomas Stadaransky, Garrett Temple, Jonas Valanciunas, and Zion Williamson. And those are the Pelicans. And now we're going to go to the Spurs. Farouk Aminu, Kyler Bates, Diop, Zach Collins, Drew Ebanks, Bryn Forbes, Keldon Johnson. He went back to the Spurs. Trey Jones, Jock Landale, Doug McDermott, Deontay Murray, Jacob Potel, Joshua Primo, Luka Samick, Devin Vassell, Lonnie Walker, and they got Derek White, and they got Joe Wisekamp, and they got Thaddeus Young. Now those was them, and then who else I haven't did? Now, not least, the West, the Denver Nuggets, Will Barton, Bo, Facundo Campazzo. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know who that dude is. PJ Dozier, Aaron Gordon, Jaquel, Jamaica Green, Jeff Green, Shaquille Harrison, Marcus Howard, Nashawn Highland, Nikola Jokic, Monte Morris, Jamal Murray, Zeke Naji, and Michael Porter Jr. and Austin Rivers. And now we gonna go to the Timberwolves. We got Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverly, Leandro Bomaro, Ed Davis, Anthony Edwards, Nathan Knight, Jake Lyman, Jaden McDaniels, Jordan McLaughlin, Jalen Noel, Josh Okogie, Torian Prince, Nas Reed, LSU, D'Angelo Russell, Carl Anthony Towns, Jared Vanderbilt, and McKinley Wright. And now we're going to go to the Utah Jazz. No, y'all going to go to Jazz. I didn't mean to go. It's supposed to be. No, I'm just going to go to, y'all going to say the Blazers for last. Fuck it. Because that's the last team they got. Azubuike. He need to play more. Big boy from Kansas. Bojan Bogdanovic, Jared Butler. Went to Baylor, national champion. Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, Trent Forrest, Rudy Gay, Rudy Gobert, Elijah Lewis, Ishan Sylvia, Joe Ingles, Justin James, Donovan Mitchell, Bruce O'Neal, Myri Oni, Eric Pascal. Oh, they signed his teammate. They got his teammate too from the national champion team, Maceo T. He's 6'4" and it's a small forward. Oh man, he gonna have to play guard then. Or if I forgot, it's positionless basketball. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hassan Whiteside. I call him soft side. Now we're gonna do the Trailblazers. No, I'm gonna say I ain't did Oklahoma City Thunder. Darius Baisley, Gabriel Debt, Dort, Derek Favors, Josh Gidley, Shea Gildress Alexander, Jalen Horde, Ty Jerome, Kit Krejci, Theo Malden, Trey Mann, Mike Muscala, Aleska Poskeski, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Isaiah Roby, Paul Watson, Eric Wiggins, Karen Williams. And I don't see them doing nothing this year either. I think they're going to be on the bottom for a while. Now we're going to do, last but not least, the Trailblazers. They got Keejan Bevins, Greg Brown III, Marquise Chris, Robert Covington, CJ Elby, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then they got TJ Lee, Damian Lillard, Nasheed Lillard, CJ McCollum, Ben McLemore, Larry Nance Jr., Justice Nurkic, Norman Powell, Anthony Simmons, Dennis Smith Jr., Tony Snell, Trenton Walford, and Cody Zeller. That is everybody, y'all. That is everybody. Salute to my boy Underrated. What's good with it, homie?
I'm good, man. How you feel, man?
I'm good, man. You know, relaxing, man. Cleaned up the crib.
What?
You know, I'm gonna go see the homie tonight. We're gonna go, you know, go out of town and come back late tomorrow, you know, and just Saturday go back on the grind.
Yeah, man. The Knicks, man. I don't know what they do. I like the two rookies they got, but you get Kemba Walker, you know. To me, I don't. I would like for them, but I know it's probably too late. They should get. I like Terrence Ross. I think Terrence Ross will fit for the Knicks. He play defense. It's an offense.
He could be like a John Starks, but he's more consistent than Starks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get Kemba Walker. He can break that anytime. And you know, Coach Tibbs like his play, especially the ones like he allowed a veteran play back to back. And I'm just saying that he don't like to play first year, second year players. And he brought back the bench. It's the same bench that he had from last year. Like, what was you doing? I'm saying, I just want to know what you're doing, but I don't know. You know, I don't see them on. This is NBA. It's a run. It's a running league now. You got to get people to run. You got to get people to run. If you're gonna get some people play defense, I understand that. Create defense. You know, you got to get. You know, they made some mistakes. Okay, they're gonna make mistakes. They're young. That's what you're there for, to help them. And that's why they did. Like the guy they got, Obi, you should have played him. Every time they play quickly, you take them out too fast. You play Derrick Rose. I don't got. Listen, I'm not against Derrick Rose, but we got to understand they old.
And I'll be saying this is case in point. Carson Edwards. Everybody who knows Carson Edwards is, and that boy is a beast. He's a rocking buggy. He went to Purdue. Stayed all 4 years, by the way.
All right.
Get drafted by Boston and don't get no PT. Don't get no playing time. I know that you got other players before him, but like, dude, I'm glad where he's at in Memphis because I root for players that's like that.
Yeah.
Man got game. He's a bucket. He could dance with anybody. This is the thing. When you got game, like the way that he does, and he does play, and he's strong. He's short, but he's strong. He could go to the hole. He defends. Why you will not? I didn't understand about the Celtics even when they drafted him. I was like, why did you do that? Are you gonna play him? I understand they always, and then you got players that drafted ahead of him based on potential. This man already proven on a college level that he can play.
And he stayed 4 years.
Right. Now they just value that.
Yeah. I don't get it. They have players that you got some teams draft players like deep in these rounds Play 4 years. That's experience.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't want to take advantage. I don't know. This league, man. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with him either, man. Because he got a lot of these. I just gonna be really just interesting though. What's this going to be? Because I know the East. The East ain't never gonna get their respect, but I think the East is, man, they solidified, man. Can no one come over here talking about the East is weak and all this? And hey, I come from an era where we don't give excuses, man. Yeah, it's too many excuses handed out now, and that's what's wrong with the game now. When they change the game, they to me they tarnish the game. Cause the game that we love, the game that we used to customer playing, you have to. I never forget this in my life. I had a coach. I watched this coach one time. Actually, he had us, and this kid ended up going playing in the league. I'm not gonna mention that. I'm just gonna use an example.
Mm-hmm.
This coach that I knew down in Louisiana, there was a dude. He was nice. I said, "Why you don't play defense, bro? I want to score." He took his star player and sat him down. Coach, we ain't gonna beat this team. Says who? That's how the coach came out and like, says who? This dude was pissed. I mean, he threw a fit like above the rim. I mean, this dude was nice. He had to learn something though. And then when he came to the next game, he didn't play either. So then he crying to his mom and daddy. His mom and daddy was like, "What you want me to do? Are you doing what the coach asked you to do?" Mama, they need me to score. Do you play defense, son? If you play defense just as much you play offense, maybe your game would change. And that coach was like a Coach Carter. You give him lip, you gotta do suicides, bro. To the baseline. I miss coaches like that, bro. Yeah. Like the coach, like the team out here, and that's one thing I can say. These players out here, they stay so conditioned out here because the weather allowed. They have the climate too. Like all the basketball players out here, they all do cross country. You always see them running everywhere as a team, and the team and they ain't even together yet. Basketball ain't started yet. They're out there running with cross country just to stay in shape. You know what that do? That builds camaraderie. That's another thing that a lot of these teams don't have. Y'all get rid of y'all talent, y'all throw them away, and then it be somebody else's fortune. Y'all don't build y'all don't build teams from the ground up no more. I don't want to be here. So you know what, underrated? I don't want to be here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave. I'm going to throw a fit. I'm not going to go to training camp.
Like they talk about Simmons. Listen, man, I'm tired of him. If you don't put in the work, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't.
Hey, I heard you. I heard you on LB. I heard you. Shout out to my boy LB, man. I heard you on LB Sports and Political yesterday. And I know my boy, I get what Wade was. I get what. And shout out to my boy Wade. I get what he said. You know, he comes all of our platforms for all of us too. You know, but when it comes to Ben Simmons, man, I get what he's talking about. But I get it from your standpoint too. Like, dude, you've been in the league 5 years, bro. 5. How long Joel and Simmons been? How long Embiid been in the league?
You want 7?
You see, and okay, and out of that 7, how many years he been hurt? He showed more promise than he. And come on, man, you can't. No, Ben, you need to get back in that gym, Ben. You need to find your art. Remember, you always. And then again, you can't coach. This is what comes to coaching. You can't coach no player that don't want to be coached. Remember how he said he don't want to be coached?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all people hey, y'all miss me with that, man. I don't forget them things. He said out of his own mouth. He don't want nobody to push him to be great. So why you want to push yourself out of Philadelphia for?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be, if we go nothing, it's going to be the same thing. So you know what you're going to do? You're going to be out of the league.
This is the thing I don't understand. Now he ain't gonna never be out the league. See, this is the difference between the era now and the era that we grew up on. Back when we was growing up, you had 3 years to get yourself right,
and that's it.
If you ain't do nothing in them 3 years, that's it for you. Now, I'm not saying it's not over for you. You can always go overseas and be professional. No matter what, it's still a profession. Y'all always want to talk about players from overseas, but that's professional. They getting paid to do the game that they love, that got blessed to do. No matter what, just because it ain't on American soil, y'all still want to trash other players. Don't y'all know the overseas game is 10 times more 100 times more physical than the NBA?
And plus, they never changed. They never changed the way
they never changed their rules.
They never changed their rules. NBA, as you know, the NBA changed their rules for the last 30 years by these 3 or 4 times.
Man, and that's what. And why you think they always getting closer to us, beating us every freaking time? Yeah, okay, yeah, we want to go. I'm telling you, man, you that was broke. Basketball's the only thing. Basketball and football, the way that those sports right there totally changed. Everybody else stayed the same. Why? Y'all don't understand it. Then y'all want to say it's hate or we hating. And I still say 10 toes down. Ain't no player in this era right now is better than the ones that I seen. None of them.
No.
And it's not even close. And you can't compare eras. You can't compare the eras. That you being disgenuine with yourself. You want us to come and respect y'all player, but then you always want to tear down. Well, he's this and he's that. He's this and he's that. Y'all got to be better at that, man. Y'all got to be better. Y'all want to put some in a proper perspective. The era totally changed now. I guarantee you, if LeBron would have came in, or any of them, Steph Curry, all of these players, let's talk about all these players that's in y'all era who y'all say is better than us, the ones that I seen. Magic, Oscar, all these players like that. Dr. J, you got play. Come on. I could go on and on and on with this. Y'all can't have y'all cake and eat it too. Back then, it was about order. Back then, the sorriest team can beat your ass on any given night. You know why? They had players too. That's when the playing field was even.
Yeah, and at the same time too, back then you got your fundamentals. You better have fundamentals, offense and defense.
Right.
I'm talking about the ones not even start. How you think they was last at that time, like 8 or 9 years? Because you got to do something. It wasn't. And at that time, you gotta complete 4 years.
Mm-hmm. You have to do that. And I'm not knocking, hey, but this is the thing. How I'm going to make this player say and elevate this man above everybody else when they change the rule for this man.
Yeah. And also too, bro,
it's just like how they changed the rules for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Y'all can't do this to me. Y'all will not. That's why I'm not entertaining this conversation anymore. I'll break it down. And you can still say it's hate. Okay, we're going to put it like this. I'm going to do this one more time. Y'all could do all Kobe failures. His failures, he had nowhere near the failures as LeBron James. That's cap. Y'all acting like this man failed at everything. Y'all want to sit there and put the air balls on him. Okay, that's fine. But that's what it was. Jordan could beat the Pistons. That's fine. LeBron couldn't come in killing. LeBron couldn't even make the playoffs.
The first 7 years.
So what are we talking about?
And then let's go one more there. And along the way, the NBA had gift wrapping with players.
Everywhere this man been, he had the best snipers on his team. Let me go to Miami when he had my boy. This is before they had Ray Allen. Then they had what's my boy name? That white boy. And Mike Miller. And y'all know Mike Miller, but guess what? I remember Mike Miller used to play with Tracy McGrady.
Yep.
And T Mac got pissed off because they got rid of Mike Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And then and this is another thing that cracks me up. When I think about it, y'all be saying that Jordan picked his team. Dude, Kobe and them couldn't pick their teams back then, bro. We didn't have that power. No player had that power. No
No.
player had that power. Everything that Jordan wanted, Jerry Weinstein did opposite. But guess what? He never quit. Y'all can say Kobe wanted to be out. Yeah, he did. But what they did, they fixed the team.
Yeah.
Y'all got to start putting things in a proper context. Y'all gonna stay away from me on this.
I know. When I start my sport, yeah, I'm letting you know I'm gonna start my sports thing on my channel sometime in November. I'll let you know. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want like you. I don't want to have these discussions. Like even back then when Kobe, when he had Mike Gasol, with Paul Gasol, and he had Odoms and all. Everybody thought, oh yeah, they didn't win. They won two. He got two championships out of that.
Should have been 3.
Should have been 3, right?
But we don't do that. He
Right.
lost. This is
Lost
the
to
thing.
lost,
He
right.
lost. He lost. He lost. Exactly. But this is the thing I don't understand with all these. It ain't just LeBron players. It's like all their favorite players. It's always an excuse. He got hurt. So what? Kobe played with a broken finger, thumb, all kinds of shit, and still was out there killing. Don't give me that shit, bro.
And I'm not gonna say Lamar Odom would. Oh, I think that if he would have been with the right team, Lamar Odom, he could probably be an all time great. But you know what happened with
Yeah.
him? You got Mark, then you got Paul Gasol. He was an all star. But I'm saying they
But
was
he was getting
jealous.
bounced, and he was getting bounced out the playoffs. First round
Yeah,
with the Grizzlies. And
right.
this is the thing. Y'all always want to try to tear down the greats. But then when we give you actual truth facts about the greats, y'all still want to say it's hate. Man, y'all can't have it both ways, man. And I can put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Then you got the leaper, but guard. I forgot his name. He's 6 foot. He leap, boy. He light skinned. He gets up. I think it was Shannon.
Mm.
I forgot his name, but
I don't, man, underrated. I don't even entertain Shannon so more, man. Cause I seen this dude. I was at work yesterday, and the homie from New York, the one I told you about that works, what works at the casino. He's the head nigga in charge.
yeah.
He come and chop it up with me yesterday. It was really slow at my job yesterday. We were chopping it up for a minute. We seen this big old black dude got out the car. Man, we thought this dude was Shannon Sharp, man. I said, man, that dude look like Shannon. He was the same height as Shannon, everything. But this dude was a cool ass dude. I wish I took a picture of that dude. He was a Shannon Sharp lookalike.
No, I wasn't talking about Shannon. I'm talking about the one.
No, I'm just talking about. I was just talking about this dude who I met
Oh,
yesterday.
Shannon. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I met Shannon. I met. That's why I say you got people that do similar. This dude looked just like Shannon Sharp. He was big, tall, played football. He was a good brother. He said, man, I get that all the time, bro. He said, but one thing I could say, I don't be sitting there no goat talk doing, and he could talk like him too. It was funny ass shit, man. Man, shout out to my boy. My boy Malachi, man, we was out there rolling yesterday. He good brother. Like I said, you don't know who you run into, man. And they'd be like, man, who you? And then the guy was just talking. It's like, man, who you? Man, who's good to talk to about sports on these platforms and stuff like that? I didn't even mention my name. I started giving them you. I gave him James. I gave everybody that I know, even the women that I know, that I know that has channels on YouTube or even on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Twitch is another level. I just stay to YouTube, but Twitch, they get very disrespectful over there. Too darn disrespectful over there. That's why I never did the Twitch. I be hearing some of the stuff they be saying over there and everything. But hey, Twitch is another world. Y'all can mention me all over there all you want to. I don't care. And then the time I did let somebody come in on Twitch, they were on some other shit. You can't, no. But it's gonna be very interesting though this year, bro.
It is. Yeah, it is. I like I said, I see the next.
Hey, let's talk about college basketball though. I know you big in college too. I got somebody talk college basketball, man. Who
Yeah,
you
let's
like this
go.
year, bro? Who you like this year, bro?
I gotta take a look at it, man. I ain't take a look at it this year.
Hey, a
What
lot of
about?
these teams coming back. They got, they call them super seniors this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a lot of the,
I like Baylor. Baylor still got some talent now.
Baylor always gonna shout out to Baylor, man. Baylor and Baylor always gonna be in the mix. Baylor always gonna be in the mix. KU gonna be in the mix this year too
Yeah,
because they
KU
got
gonna be mixed, but I think what it is like the powerhouses that back like in the past, like North Carolina and Syracuse.
right.
I think this is gonna be a constant story because they're not gonna get the recruitment they want. They not get the recruitment, and ever since like with the Big East broke up and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It hasn't been the same. Yeah, you put them in the ACC, but the ACC is not. Still ain't the same. North Carolina, the Tar Heels. I mean, they still gonna be relevant, but they not gonna. You
Yeah,
don't
you
hear.
got Hubert Davis. Shout out to Hubert Davis, the brother, for getting that job, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing about this. Let me say before I continue. I'm happy that he got the job, and I just hope that he get the support that the ones that they gave support in the past.
That's a fact.
I hope. I just wanted to happen because I think he don't want to bring back the car. You don't hear nothing from North. You don't hear from North Carolina State. You don't hear nothing from Georgetown. I mean Georgia Tech. We can't even say Georgia's like here and there and stuff like that.
And
I did
Georgia,
that.
and Georgia Tech, man, because honestly, man, I don't understand. Like, but this is the thing, though. It's so much different now, bro. See, this is the thing y'all new generation don't understand is this. All the great players who we like in the NBA, we watched them in college. And then they come to the NBA and killing. That was then. That was even when they started the players coming out straight out of high school.
Yeah,
There was a lot of players that they don't even mention that came out of high school.
yeah, and also too, we gotta say this. Like we gonna continue. I want to continue. I want to get back on subject too. The players that we seen back then, they came from two family. They came from two parent homes.
Facts.
So they social was very balanced. They very articulate what they talk. They know how to take care of business. They know they had the business savvy. They had the homeschool savvy. There is a difference. That's what I'm saying. If you look at certain ones right now, I can tell you, I could actually tell you, it's no knocking on one parent house. I'm not saying, but back then, if you look at any stars back to 40, 50 years ago, let's be honest, they came from two parent household, and they had a good life, and then after that, they did well because they had homeschool training. They had good. They had, at that time, it was good coaches back then. Even elementary school, junior high school. They even had like traveling teams. They was good and stuff like that. So they had coaching all year round. But the
Hey,
last
hold
30
on for
years,
hey, hold it down for a minute. I gotta I gotta take this phone call because this
okay,
coach
I
is
keep on
calling me
talking.
right
All right,
now. The coach
all
from the
right,
high school is calling me. Hold it down, brother.
all right,
You got the flow.
all right. Yeah, man. Just like I'm saying, there is a difference of social training and sports back then was a way of life. They stay out of trouble. And then talking about basketball, of all sports, they was getting trained all year round, no matter what demographics you was in the United States. That's why you seen great players form. Also, you see other players that was not so great that had jobs. Even back then, they had the money was not even like even then like right now. Some of them had to work another job because they salary they be at the time wasn't all that. And at the same time, they paid attention to what's going on in the world, and they did speak up, and they did they did um and they formalized and everything. So I appreciate the players back then, and I appreciate their parents. And the parents had went to their games. Even like the mothers back then was sometimes was hard critic of the of them, but sometimes the father had nothing to take away at the father too, because the father was hard critic on him too. And even some of them, they let their fathers coach them up, and they end up become better, and then they know that to respect the coach. Even assistant coaches back then was good. Not great. I mean, it was good. You get coaching all throughout the year. Coaching all throughout the year. That is not happening right now. Just like what Brother TP was saying. That's why you got um the players of overseas. They catching up to us because we not trained throughout the year. All throughout the year that in the past. They got lazy. They didn't change. They keep on getting better and better and better while we changing rules to make it easy for the sponsors. You got big men want to shoot 3 pointers, 7 feet want to shoot 3 pointers. They don't want to go out low. So I feel like this of any player, there should be no excuse to way higher this, especially you a star right now. Shoot, each night you should at least get about at least 25 or over 30. You can't barely touch them. So I'm saying any guard that is great right now, y'all should average almost triple double every night. A forward that he come down there, if he shoot threes, you should get at least about shoot. I said like the both power forward and forward, y'all should at least get about 20 to 22, 23 points a night and grab rebounds. At least average maybe 4 to 6 um assists a game is open up now. Those sitting there be about the same. Shooting guards, y'all should at least the shooting guards should at least have at least about 30. Almost a triple double for you too. So it's easy now. So some of y'all know it's no excuse. You just gotta study angles, how to avoid fouls. That's why it's so important, y'all, to understand what's the passage, y'all. You cannot just forget about the ones that pay the way. Cause I'm telling you, I know people y'all don't want to hear about the 50s. Oh man, the 50s and the 60s, great players. Like I said, a lot of them had to work too. They had to work another job to make ends meet for their family. And then when they traveled back then, they traveled in old planes. Some of them that they travel by they travel by bus and also trains. Yep. So like Bob Pettit, one of the best forwards ever, man, could do it all. George Mikan, Bob Pettit, white boy, white. He's white, great. George Mikan, he played with the Minneapolis Lakers. They was a dynasty back then, like in the 50s, mid 50s. There was a dynasty. George Mikan was very good. George Mikan was a great center. Could do it all. I think the Lakers Bob Pettit, he with the I think he was in Atlanta Hawks. I think he was the Hawks. They call I think St. Louis Hawks. He was great too. I believe they played the Celtics back in the late 50s and they lost to them. So those was a great team. Then TV to Oscar Robertson. Then you talk about Bob Cousy, um, Tom Henson. That's talk to Boston. He was a white boy. Yo, he could play, man. He could score that basketball. Tom Henson, long time broadcaster of the Celtics, man. Great one. Hall of Fame, man. You know what I'm saying? The Tim Twyman. He played with Oscar Robertson. One of the best. He's forward, very underrated. He's Hall of Fame too. Played Oscar Robertson for years when it was in Cincinnati on the NBA. Well, Dave Bean played Detroit. Hobbs, yeah, crazy from Washington D.C. He played at college, Syracuse Irishman. Hobbs, yeah, crazy Hobbs, man. Then he got hurt in his eye. Then the other eye got hurt. Then he changed his game up, became like a pure point guard. One of the greats, man. Dave Bean, one of the greats. Then you got I don't know, Wes Unseld still living. I don't know. I gotta ask Brother TP. Wes Unseld, man. 69, man. Washington. I think he played the ball. At that time they was the Baltimore Bullets, man. I think he was the first player, rookie of the year, and plus MVP. Rookie of the year, and MVP back in 1969. Yeah, the great Wes Unseld. Couldn't jump all that good, but he know how to position his body. Great rebound demon. He was a rebound demon. Score a little something too. Have a little blocks here and there too. Yeah, the great Wes Unseld. Then we already know about the Big Dipper, Will Chamberlain. Then you got Bill Russell, the great. Let me say the great Bill Russell. Ever since he came up, he was a winner. You know. I believe he won elementary school and junior high school. I think in high school too. But I know that when he went to the San Francisco Dons, he was there for 4 years, and they won national championship 55 and 56. The San Francisco Dons plus he went, like I said, he won back to back national champions 55 56. He helped USA won the Olympic game, helped the team won a gold in 56. You know after that he went on, you know what he do after that in the NBA, you know. Then you got Rick Barry, white boy. Nice, crazy nice. He came from the University of Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, so Dr. J came from Massachusetts. At that time, he was playing. He played along the same time, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They couldn't dunk the ball, so they do like to work on their fundamentals, and that's what Dr. J did. Every time they go up, he had to lay it in. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he couldn't dunk the ball either, so he had to work on it. But he was always fundamentally sound. That's he created, huh? He not just had the hook shot, but he had a drop step. He could shoot, but he rebounded stuff. But Dr. J, in his career, he was getting 20 and 20. University of Massachusetts.
Ain't that the truth?
Huh?
I said, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and give him that history. Continue giving that history lesson, bro.
And I'll tell you, man, y'all don't know, man. Dr. J, that's one of the few times they came out 3 years and stuff. But at the same time, Dr. J was flourished, offense and defense. A lot of people don't know Dr. J could pass too. Everybody looking at his high flying everything. Dr. J had a Jimmy. A lot of people don't understand it. Back then, they ain't had no 3-pointers.
And then NBA stole so much stuff from the ABA.
ABA, that's right, exactly. Why do you think they got the NBA? Do y'all know the first NBA player hit the three is Chris Ford?
Ford, yeah, for the Boston Celtics. That was in 84, right? 84, 85, right there?
No, that was like in the 70s.
79, 80, somewhere in there.
It's all 80, yeah. Chris Ford.
Yeah, Chris Ford.
First person hit the 3-point in the NBA. Dunk contest. All that skills y'all see in an All-Star. They got it for the ABA. Because at the time the NBA was dying. They was dying, yo.
I was gonna say this. Hey, I'm just thinking about it. That's why this is another reason why I don't respect this era. Y'all era don't even participate in the slam dunk contest. Y'all supposed to be great. All the great ones did it. All the greats did it. So what makes it stop with y'all? And then y'all claiming that we did this and we did that and we better than where? You just can't skip the line and call yourself the man. You can't do that nowhere. There's levels to this shit.
Right, and even like before you came back, bro, I was telling them, I said, when them players in the 50s and the 60s, the NBA salary wasn't nothing. You lucky you getting $20,000. They had to take second jobs every year because they had a strong union back then.
They was talking about Bill Russell. Bill Russell was doing all that, was playing and had them players then, man. They played ball and they had a regular job at the same time.
Yeah.
Man, that's what I say, man. You know what? Underrated. That's why I'm glad you're on here, bro, because everybody who do braces the panel, man. I learn from everybody, but you doing some history talking right here. You know, because a lot of people don't. I be trying to tell you, man, do y'all history, man, because this is a. He even got thick in the things of yet. He just
I ain't get thinking, and I'm gonna drop a junior, as you already know, TP. In the '64 NBA All-Star game, that would almost not be played because Jerry West and Oscar Robertson, they was a head of play association back then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before I get to that story, Oscar Robertson wife asked him, "Do you want to be the Jackie Robinson of the NBA?" And he said yes. So him and Jerry West, they was a head of play association. That game was almost not being played because of the conditions, because the salary and stuff. And they were not just fighting for the stars; they was fighting for all the players because they wasn't. Because that's when. See, people think, oh yeah, let's start giving TV revenue. No, that's when the TV revenue stopped being commercial other times.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see the big shots really starting getting the money, but it wasn't trickling down. So what happened was they was going to strike until they made a deal. That 64, that was almost not being played because Jerry West and Oswald put pressure on them and the rest of the Players Association. Man, that was a black man and a white man that put pressure on the NBA. Why did Jerry West became logo? Come on, man. So stop playing.
Right, it's more. That's and that. I'm glad you said that. No, we're gonna keep cooking on this because they always want to talk about what Jerry. They talking about Jerry West got a 1-8 record. Yeah, of course. But how in the hell he's gonna beat the Boston Celtics when they had 10 Hall of Famers, as y'all say, on their team?
Right.
How you gonna beat three against 10? He always had 3. He always had a big 3.
Right.
You know what? And I'm so upset at Elgin Baylor. Rest in peace to the great man. He was a beast, y'all.
He don't get the credit he deserved.
You got players that don't get that. Man, I'm telling you, Elgin Baylor was that work. And he was 6'5".
Right, and he was a walking quadruple, dog. Do you know how great I'm talking about defense. Let's talk about defense right now. Elgin Bailey was among the league in the fourth block shots and steals.
He still leads his college and all, I think, in points and all that shit still to this day. Seattle,
Right.
Washington.
Right.
Man, y'all niggas stay away from me, man. Y'all niggas stay away from me.
Right. And Elgin Baylor in 1 year, I think in 59, he was an all-star MVP. Come on, stop playing with me.
And hey, you know what? Shout out to my boy Two-Raw, man. Cause Two-Raw, man, hey man, I'm a big fan, man. You know, I support you just like I have supported Underrated, how I support Ticket, and everybody, man. And my boy LB, I love his content. I like his view because this is one of the discussions he be good in. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows the history of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Then you're talking about the 56. I was talking about the 56 Olympic team that I think KC Jones was on there later on.
He don't get no. He should be one of the greatest coaches of all time, just like Red Auerbach.
Right.
This is the thing. Hey, this is like false narrative. This ain't no false narrative, y'all. I'm just gonna say this. I remember when Phil Jackson, they was trying. What they was talking about then? Underrated. Is he gonna pass to who? The great what? Red Auerbach.
Red Auerbach. Nine championships.
Now all of a sudden, y'all don't even mention his name. I don't care if he's white or not.
Right.
This is levels to this shit, man. Yes, Phil is great. You know who else I think was great? Don't get enough credit. Pat Riley.
Pat Riley don't get enough credit.
He should be one of the all-time greatest coaches of all time. Nobody can't tell me that.
Nobody don't talk about Dr. Ramsey. He won over 900 games. Coach
Jack Ramsey.
Coach Ramsey coached the Blazers to the 77 championship. Who they play against? The great 76ers. Well, they had talent, but I mean they ain't had no leader. But they said that is the most talented team they play against. You crazy? Y'all never even Bill Wharton.
I'm just gonna say this because everybody want to sit there and want to y'all meet. I'm really gonna talk to y'all y'all RoboCop personnel people. Y'all want to hype up Dia Silent just to make it seem like he's an all-star, and y'all always want to talk about what Jordan had this and that. Dude, it's a different time, man. Y'all got that right there is dead meat to me. It's dead. I will not in future references will simmer in a conversation of anything of saying none of these players and let me just say this. These players are good, but they ain't y'all going way over the boat. Y'all been bamboozled. It's just like that cop. Did you hear about that cop Underrated? I forgot to talk to the brother Trayvon about it. Did you hear about that cop that got busted with a prostitute?
Yeah. It's crazy.
What you feel about that, bro?
Man, look, that's been going on for a long time. You know what I mean?
I already know it had. I already know it's had, but this is the thing with me. We know, they always like to publicize us black folks anyway. You know what I mean? And you know what? I ask you this. We'll talk about this behind the scenes, but and this is the thing with me also. I got white friends. I live in a white community.
Right.
Everywhere I lived at, I always lived in a white community.
Right.
When I'm out in the Midwest, I lived in a white community somewhat. Then the Midwest changed a lot. When I was in the South, I always in the black community. I had white friends too. My black friends in Louisiana, they couldn't even understand why. Now, why you be around the white? I was like, dude, I've been around white people my whole entire life. I don't look at race.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I never. Because the same person you talking about, that same person you might end up trying to save your life, do anything. You don't know what's going to happen. You're going to need something from somebody from the opposite skin, but you're going to be so caught up in skin color for a life or death situation. Get the fuck out.
That's true though. You're absolutely right. I'm definitely going to see my number through my email later on. That is true because it's like that. If it's vice versa, that would not happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
It won't. They can say all they want. It won't. But they're gonna try to persecute them. They're gonna do whatever they can, drag them down. But at the same time, they're gonna be us like, okay, we get it, but come on, man. Let's talk about. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And to my subscribers, y'all want me to talk about some stuff that's to the real subscribers. Y'all want me to talk about even the women. Y'all want to talk about something? Just you gotta hit the like and hit the subscribe. I don't care about donations, man. I don't care about that. I'm not in no competition with no man whatsoever. I see all the homies that's been cooking a lot, and I see their views and the subscribers going up because they put in that hard work. I'm not no hater. I don't do that divide and conquer shit. I do have a life too. This ain't my life. You feel what I'm saying? But I will be back on here just a little bit more. I'm still on that mission. Can't please everybody, but this ain't no rat race. But when I come on here, I'll be on some real shit. I don't be on no whole ass shit. And that's a fact.
Yeah. And also get back to the game. Now, Will Chamberlain, he's still on like over 90 different records in the NBA.
And who you think was taller? Somebody in the comments said, I seen a picture of Will, because I lived in Kansas. And, he went to KU. And, he's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Out there. Pictures of him still.
They said Artis Gilmore is 7'2".
Mm-hmm.
So Artis is the tallest, but, that's another person we don't get credit to. Artis Gilmore.
The old school Artis Gilmore, not the old one.
No, old school, right.
When he first came in the league.
Yeah, when he first came in the league. When he played Jacksonville, this one would average like 30 and 20.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to stay away from me. These cats need to stay away from me. The greats. But this is one thing, we putting this shit in real basketball context. This man was getting 30 and 20. Y'all don't even know who Artis Gilmore even is.
And top opposition at the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Top.
He wasn't getting no 30 or 20 on no scrub team. Yeah, no. You do have. This is the thing. Also, I'm just gonna put this in context too. You did have players back then that was putting up good numbers. But one thing they did though, even though it was on a bad team, they had respect from their players.
Yeah.
Cause they know.
Right. Look at Alvin Hayes. Another one. Another great to play any forward. Powerful, grab, rebound, score the ball. Then let me drop this on you. It's I believe it's 68. It's 68 or 69 when they play at Houston. Houston beat UCLA. Stopped their winning streak temporarily. He was playing at the University of Houston. Alvin Hayes, MVP. He want to have
that was when Lou Alcindor was there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember all. And you know what? I ended up watching that game too. I knew an old school guy. I can't remember what age I was. I think I knew I was over 25.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that game, and he was telling me about Alvin Hayes. And I knew about him.
Yeah, Alvin Hayes. A lot of people don't know. Alvin Hayes back then in the amount of power forward, at that time he led steals and blocks. He was an excellent defensive player. Plus, he scored that ball too.
Y'all got to think about something too. All the stuff from back then either destroyed, but there is people that still live and still got games for way back then. I know a lot of them that do.
Yeah. Tell y'all, man.
Y'all got to do y'all due diligence and sit there and learn some stuff. You can't elevate nobody. It's levels to this, man. It's like a history. Like basketball, they say this so-called world is a history. Basketball is a history too. You can't just leapfrog everybody, say you the best. In history shows us that, to me, there's no best player. Everybody brings somebody great. That's how the world divide everybody. And look at everybody want to argue with somebody just because this player is not this and that. It's just a proven thing. You know what they do? They sit back and be laughing at us. Y'all dumbasses.
Another name. Y'all need to look up. Do your homework. The first person ever. I think he's the first person ever. I think the late great. Did Wes Unseld pass away?
Who you say?
Wes Unseld.
Oh, you talking about the great Wes Unseld to pay for the Bullets? Had that pro?
Yeah, he passed away.
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, look.
I'm outside right now. I'm about to go in. I gotta come back outside because I'm waiting on something. I'm gonna have to talk to a couple of players and stuff like that. The coach was just like, yeah, da 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 da. I was like, when? And I seen him. Man, what are you doing? What are y'all doing? Oh, well, going to a girl house. Okay. This is what I told him. I said, just because the girl mama and daddy is gone out of town for work for 3 weeks, don't give you a right to go over there. I know she's enticing you. Women's always going to be there. You talking about y'all want to win a state title, another state title, back-to-back title. What the hell are you doing here? I'm not going to tell your coach that I saw you. But you need to take your ass to school. Like, now, nigga. This is how I talk to him. I'm calm. They're like, all right, TP, you right. I'm like, dude, come on, I know both of your parents, man. Your mom and dad find out y'all both over here, and you not in school, buddy. This is one thing I don't understand about, and this is one thing. Both of the homies, they both got one dad is raising, the other one has his mom raising. You know what I'm saying? They're not in any contact with the person that, you know what I'm saying, created them. That helped created them. You know what I'm saying? So they get so enticed in doing other things. When you got both single father and single mother that busting their ass for you. They busting their ass. You looking good in school, everything. You wearing nice clothes. You got everything that you need. Everything that you need. You ain't gotta do all that. And these dudes and these young men, they actually got a good head on their shoulders. But I told them, man, don't get enticed by all that stuff, man. You know what I told them? I was like, man, women's always gonna be there, bro. Wait, y'all talking about? You think you seen women before? You just make me sound like Samuel Jackson. You think you ran from me before? And Coach Carter. Man, that's how I was one day, man. That's how I was like that to him, but like that today. I was like, I sound like that nigga. I was like, man, women already gonna be there, bro. You think you seen women before? Wait till you go on these recruiting trips and everything like that, busting their legs wide open and everything. They don't give a care if your girl right there or not. Nowadays, it's even worse than now.
Yeah.
I had a friend that told me that they took their child to a recruiting trip at Oklahoma. He took his girl with him. The dude, as soon as they introduced, they went to a little spot, you know, with the players kick it and stuff like that. The dude and the girl try to tongue kiss his girlfriend right in front of him. I'm like, at the same time, he was like, TP. He's like, I'm a young bro. My mom wasn't even there. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, and his girl was like, what the hell is this? They backing him off of him and everything like that. This is true story, man. Time we live in now. I remember I used to go with my brother on his recruiting trips and stuff, man. I ain't see all that stuff, man. I saw women, yeah. But I wasn't into them women, bro. I was on another level, bro. I know how them basketball players is. Just like, man, basketball, man, you don't know after them games, man, you don't know what gender some of them mothers be in. This is way back in the day, all the way to now. Y'all think this shit just started now? Keep thinking these mothers be in. Y'all gotta start. I'm telling you. You don't know if y'all really find out who these celebrity status really is.
Tell you, yo.
Boy.
They don't know, man. They think that, this new. It's not new, dog. Only did this month. I mean, it's monetized. That's all it is, but it's not new, man. You'd be surprised, man. Yeah. Oh well, I think Kareem was tall. I think Kareem was at least Kareem was. I think Kareem was like the same height than Wilt. I think. I think. Oh yeah, the gold fin about Wes Unseld. I believe he was the first player, was the rookie of the year and MVP back in '69.
Oh, I could do it from out here. I forgot my phone. I can. Yeah, he died June the 2nd, 2020.
Yeah, the great one. Couldn't jump, couldn't hardly jump, but it was a rebound, crazy.
Right.
Could shoot. Yo, one of the best passes.
And he went to Louisville. And he went to Louisville.
Louisville, yeah. I don't know, man. They don't know, man. They don't. Oh, I forgot. I brought up the one of the great forwards that we never talked about that played with Oscar Robertson, Jack Twyman. He was good too. We'll wait to brother TP come back. This is the number one grinder. Hold it down for my brother for a few.
Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was looking up that Wes Unseld shit. Yeah, I was just reading him up, man. Cause yeah, I remember him, man. He used to coach too, did he?
I bet you I never heard of Calvin Murphy.
Hey, I know about Calvin Murphy. My brother played against his son. My brother played against his son at an AAU game one time.
One of the baddest young little men ever. Scored that boy.
And y'all niggas need to stay away from me. Y'all think about height, dude. They was hyping up all them basketball player kids back in the day, man. They had sons and the media knew it. It was everybody. They were showing up, even if them boys didn't pan out to be nothing. They was promoting that shit. You know, why I could have mom and dad households. Oh. It's levels to this, man. Y'all be missing everything. Everything.
What? Calvin Murphy?
Man, Calvin Murphy was nice. Only 5'9". I think he's really 5'7" though. I don't think he's 5'9".
I think he was 5'7". He played in bad. He played in bad teams. So.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, he played them bad Houston teams back then.
Yep. This is what I'm going to do. I'm about to end this stream off. Gotta go handle business.
Okay.
Definitely Saturday. We'll be definitely do the round table talk again. It's gonna be men and women talk. It ain't just the men. I'm gonna start putting the men and women in the thing too. Special shout out to I forgot about the homie LeBron is Glow. So let's shout out to you. I forget you. All right. Y'all be good, man. Stay prayed up, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man. Hey, always, man. Hey, man, I think I got you. Hey, man. Yeah, email me your number, bro.
All right. I'm going to do that.
All right. For everybody else, man. For everybody who sat on the panel, man. Salute to everybody, man. It's just knowledge. It's no hate. Never hate.
Right.
Peace.
Peace.